Hey, Liem, are the food reviews by Rhett and Link accurate?
Let's talk about that. Do we want to start with beef jerky or chips? Potato chips or cookies?
Do we need an explanation to our viewers and listeners what's happening here?
That's probably a good thing. So
we're rolling into the podcast here.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to review a bunch of foods that Good Mythical Mornings has done, and specifically, I'm going towards Rhett and Link's reviews. No offense. I don't mean to be disrespectful to their website, Sporked. So they have a website where they've gone. Good Mythical Morning has gotten so big where they started doing a bunch of stuff. They do podcasts. They're on. They're trying to get on. They are on some food TV show now. They have.
Oh, I didn't know all this.
They have multiple podcasts. That each of their team members, like almost each team member, has a podcast. They tried to. This is going to sound bad. It's going to sound mean. They tried to consolidate all the foods that they reviewed into a website called Sporked, but I actually kind of dislike Sporked because they got their team to do certain things, but it's not. I want to see the stuff from the TV, from their YouTube show. Okay.
And so you're a fan of their show and you've seen them eat this weird stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Is the idea weird combinations?
I don't know if that was I don't know what their original goal was. I bet you they just doing it for fun. And I think eventually they started combining different foods.
So for our listening audience that can't see video, we have a table full of, it looks like a pothead went to the store with somebody else's credit card and bought up all kinds of cookies, beef jerky. There's these chips. What is this? Kettle chips. And it looks like every weird flavor except normal flavor of chips. And we got some Chinese beef jerky here. That's literally Chinese brand. So this is a wacky table. I don't know what the hell's going on because you originally started this podcast as intelligent talks with interesting people. I think I first came on as a real estate expert, and here I am now in front of this this gigantic buffet of junk food.
For the audio listeners, so as Emmett said, there's about 7 or 8 Kettle brand chips in front of us, 8 different types. There's probably another 12 different types of beef jerkies, and then about
the hell's bright green flavor.
5 different type of cookies,
pepperoncini flavor.
And then there's also, I believe, 4 or 5 different ice creams that we're going to try out eventually also. And then a couple other wacky mixtures.
This is going to hurt for me because I'm not a adventurous eater. Like, I could tell you ahead of time. Like, you say you haven't tried it, but like, well, I've tried enough stuff to know I don't like stuff that tastes like that. Yeah. So this is gonna be painful.
Yep. Well, the Kettle brand, I was really surprised Rhett and Link what they chose as their top 3. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna rank it to kind of their ranking systems. They had different ranking systems for each one. I'm gonna try to have us do the same thing, and then see how close ours is compared to theirs, and just
like taste good.
They on like I think it was I forget if it was the cookies. They did a scale of 1 to 10 on the cookies.
Okay.
So Rhett would say a 7, and then Link would say a 6, and they would say a 13. That would equal 13. And then at the end, the top cookies won. Which one had the most points won.
Oh, we have to do math now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then the Kettle one was kind of easy, where it was just, is this one better than this one? That's all it was. There's no scale.
So basically, we're retesting what they have told us was good.
Yeah. Yep.
Because you can't believe everything you see on the internet.
Yeah. And then actually, my barber today, I went to get my hair cut, and then she asked how my
what
day
are you
was.
doing?
Yeah, she actually did. I was like, I didn't really want to talk about the podcast, but then I had nothing else going on except for prepping for the podcast. So I talked about it, and she's like, "Oh, you're doing the TikTok foods, right?" I'm like, "Well, I guess some of it is some of the TikTok stuff." She mentioned, so one of the things we're going to try is Chips Ahoy's or cookies with sour cream today.
Yeah.
And that to me sounds gross, but according to Rhett and Link, they said it was actually pretty fantastic.
If those were the only 2 things left in my refrigerator, it wouldn't occur to me to dip the cookie into the sour cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So she was talking about her kids, like they've done a bunch of weird taste tests of this TikTok era of stuff. Like I forget what some of the other
I'm not a
ones.
child, Lim. This is going to be painful.
We have Uncrustables with fried chicken coming up, so.
I think I'm prepared to puke on this shirt.
Oh, I should get some napkins ready.
I got some thumbs ready.
For our audience, Lim has this beautiful white tablecloth that, what is it, a couple of years we've been recording now? Like, he's a little bit paranoid about messing up this white tablecloth, and you've done everything you can to keep it pristine.
Well, I used to be more scared of ruining it, but I've have it in a way where it's easy to replace nowadays.
Yeah, this is just going to get ruined.
Yeah, I think it's going to get ruined.
This is like when you go to a fancy restaurant where they actually have white tablecloths and you can't keep the food on your plate.
All right, do you guys want to start with beef jerky or potato chips or cookies?
How does it start? Let's get wild. What's the grossest sounding one?
Oh, kettle chips, I think, in my opinion.
Kettle chips? Well, there's flavored kettle.
Yeah. We got jalapeno pepperoncinis. Barbecue doesn't sound too bad. Sea salt and vinegar. That one I don't.
Oh, I hate salt and vinegar chips.
All right, let's start with the chips, and let me move all the beef jerky out of the way. Joe, do you want to get your chips ready?
All the non-chip.
I'm just gonna put it on the ground.
How do you afford all this beef jerky? This is like $800 worth of beef jerky.
Yeah, no, it was expensive when I was going. I mean, we're post COVID, so all the prices of beef has gone up. So when I was buying the stuff, I was like, holy shit, this is expensive.
It's like a whole cow worth of jerky. Look at this! Look at this crazy stuff.
So the Asian beef jerky is one that Rhett and Link haven't reviewed yet, but I just bought it just for funsies.
It's literally Chinese brand. You can find this in Asian supermarkets around Las Vegas, and then in California also, like Ranch 99 kind of places. It's tasty. What do these run these days?
I think it was $4. I think.
That's not bad. I think they used to be $3 something.
Yeah,
It's not bad at all.
I think it was $3.
Time to eat Chinese beef.
You want to move the cookies
Oh,
off?
sorry.
All right, Joe. Which one do you got for the kettle? Which one?
I got the pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini.
Oh, you
How many?
I don't like pepperoncini, so we'll see how this goes.
How many bags you got? Just the one?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
I stuck to the list very literally.
Oh no, that's all good. And also, I mean, when I went through the list, there's a bunch of stuff that wasn't there. So I actually went to the store before.
Wait, you bought these 8 other flavors like as extra credit?
Yeah. Because Rhett and Link also reviewed it all also.
Oh, okay.
As an extra credit compared to the email that I sent out. So the second email that I sent you, I actually had to go to the store and figure out, some of these items aren't at Walmart.
Lim wrote the email, so it's funny that he's following his own list and adjusting to his own instructions. Like, if you like this show, please like and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
So we'll know to make more of this kind of content, because normally we're talking to like brain cancer doctors and trying to ask them about how advanced RNA sequencing works. This is a departure from our normal content.
Yep. And YouTube audience, I know you're watching. I see a lot of hours being watched. Please definitely listen to Emmett. Click like, click subscribe, help us out.
Otherwise, I'll find something else to do. If we can't get enough subscribers,
Sell houses harder.
sell them harder.
All right, so we're gonna try pepperoncini.
They don't smell bad.
What if
Yeah,
this,
actually, the smell is.
what if this converts me to liking pepperoncinis?
I would say it's a mild pepperoncini smell.
Mm-hmm.
I would, because pepperoncini, when you get it from what is it, Subway, or what's the other sub place?
Papa John's throws one.
Yeah. Those kind of have a strong smell, in my opinion, to them.
Well, these are also the chips are dry, so like I feel like one of the key characteristics of pepperoncinis is the moistness of them.
All right, so Rhett and Link do this thing, dink it and sink it. Dink it, sink it.
Wait, we weren't supposed to combine that with something else?
For their Kettle brand episode, they just tried every Kettle brand. And
Okay.
ranked it.
So it's got a hint of spicy, hint of sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like a sour cream and onion chip with a little bit of a bite.
That's a great description. The sour cream. I mean, you started with the.
That's okay. You can give Joe the credit. It's fine. I actually don't have very good taste ability. I don't think.
Yeah.
I feel like my sense of smell is low, and then my sense of taste is low compared to the average human being.
If I had to say, like, when you eat the peppercini from the Papa John's box,
I never eat it.
oh, I eat it once in a while. So say that's got a, to me, that's like a flavor value of 10 because that is pure peppercini, right? I mean, I guess the only thing is it's already been marinated and it's in some type of vinegar sauce. Is that what peppercini is?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like a pickle. A lot of pickled things are just stored in vinegar.
So I would say if that's out of a 10, I feel like the peppercini, if I compare the peppercini to this peppercini chip, this is probably only a 5 out of 10. It's half the flavor of a peppercini. Peppercini.
Oh, how much does this taste like a peppercini?
That's for now. I'm just trying to describe to our listeners and watchers.
I'm just licking this chip right now like I love it.
What do you think, Joe?
That's pretty good. It would be really good with a sandwich.
Yeah.
It's a good sandwich chip. It might be good on a sandwich too. But
If I was sitting in front of Netflix watching Shang-Chi, I would eat all of these. I could consume this bag of chips.
That's kind of big for you saying you don't like peppercini items, which I agree with you. I actually was not expecting to like this. I was expecting to eat one and just say I'm one and done.
Yeah.
But I'm going in for a third.
I think it's more like a kettle chip with a hint of peppercini flavor.
Well said. All right, let's keep on going. We're going for jalapeno next.
Do you want to hear crunching in the mic or not crunching in the mic?
I think it's okay.
Successacini.
So jalapeno is the next one.
Oh, dude.
We got so much to go through.
Dude,
Dink it and sink it.
I've been eating healthy because I've been getting to the gym. I was expecting that to be hotter, like spicier.
That's super mild, almost to the extent of I was about to say, "Where's the jalapeno?"
Oh wait, it's
flavor?
coming on the back end. Oh, it's coming. I take it back.
Oh, it's building up. Mine hasn't. I could taste it more, but there it goes. Spice is building up a little bit.
Ooh, they trick you.
and dude, these peppercini ones are. God, I have a low spicy tolerance, like really low.
Oh.
Or high. Wait, what does it mean if you can't do spicy? Low or high?
Low.
Are you high?
Yeah. I have a low tolerance, so I mean, I don't even know how you guys are used to know. You know, I've had those before, and whew,
Oh,
really?
they get me. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I used to be that way until I discovered buffalo wings, and then slowly over the years, buffalo wings have expanded. Because every once in a while you order them and they're too spicy. So since I'm ordering them on average every week or two, this has built up my spice tolerance through buffalo wings.
Maybe I should try something like that.
Well, that wasn't my goal. I just wanted more buffalo wings.
So it's a win-win, I guess.
Like originally, I was ordering mild buffalo wings. But you go to some places they only have medium, and it's like, they sweat through it, or sometimes some Louisiana chef's idea of medium is a lot higher than than San Diego boy Emmett.
That second chip got spicier. So I don't know if it's because we went from peppercini to jalapeno. I don't know if the jalapeno.
There's less of a sour vibe in the jalapeno, right? A little bit more pure spicy.
Yeah.
You guys should be taking a sip of milk in between each chip. Cleanse the palate.
Yeah. All right. Should we jump to the next one? Actually, here. So which one do you like better, peppercini or jalapeno? I'm going to say peppercini.
I don't know if I could. I feel like the jalapeno chips, each one will add spice to the back end where you just stack it to where it's intolerable.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid it would burn me out after like 5 chips.
But do you enjoy that?
It's good. There's something about the peppercini had a little more flavor, a little more that sour. Maybe the salt came through a little better with less spice. But this one, after I chew it, I end up with primarily heat on my tongue and the roof of my mouth now.
For both so far, I feel like I want to say whoever the Kettle brand team, whoever your taste testers, your taste designers back there, you're doing a great job on keeping the chip in front and keeping the flavor secondary.
Oh, you're Kettle food scientists?
I'm just saying if they, because I think both both of us, I forget if Joe said it in the beginning. I was afraid of peppercini and jalapeno, but
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that the peppercini was just it was a chip with some peppercini flavor secondary to it, and it was enjoyable.
Yeah. If we didn't have 8 more bags of chips, if we didn't have 6 more bags of chips to go through, I would keep chewing on these. I want to keep eating them, yes.
Digging into backyard barbecue.
Hey, does oat milk work as good as cow milk for clearing?
Yeah.
Any kind of
Love
milk
milk.
substitute?
Yeah.
What is this? We're going into backyard barbecue as opposed to barbecue restaurant. Backyard barbecue.
Unfortunately, one of my favorite barbecue chips is the Lay's barbecue. Mm-hmm. I'm unfortunately comparing this to I'm comparing it to Lay's.
Yeah, you had Lay's primed in your brain.
Yeah, and this is not doing justice for Kettle Brand, I guess. Or
I get a little hint of sweet, a little hint of smoky. Doesn't quite make me think of like ribs. Or is a barbecue chip something we've gotten used to as a separate thing? The idea is not to emulate rib flavor, right?
I don't know. I've always theorized it was supposed to be the rib flavor, like the molasses, the sweet with the tomato.
Or if you took a regular chip and dipped it in barbecue sauce, would that be the equivalent? Is that our 10?
I've never tried that. And I don't know why. I don't know. I've never tried that.
I feel like the only barbecue chip that actually tastes like barbecue sauce is I don't know if it's Lay's or Ruffles, but somebody makes a Casey Masterpiece edition of their chips, and that one actually tastes like barbecue sauce. It doesn't taste like barbecue spice. I feel like a lot of these taste more like a dry rub in general than like an actual sauce.
Okay.
Like if you smell dry rubs, they oftentimes smell like barbecue chips.
I like a good dry rub.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh,
If
I
you look at
thought
the spices too. I mean, just,
that's different than a tug job. Dry rub different than tug job. This has it's got a little pungent smell to it. We forgot to dink them. Are we allowed?
Sink it.
Is that a racist term? Will asking if it's racist cause the algorithm to flag? You might have to delete that out. We would have to censor my questioning of.
Let me smell it. I didn't smell it yet.
So I made a giant mistake and did not get anything to drink. I am gonna go grab some water really quick.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like
And oat milk.
I'll be right back. Well, you guys enjoy your chips.
The smell wasn't. It's kind of a mild barbecue smell, but I would say it reminds me of the Lay's barbecue smell actually, but the flavor is not there.
Wait, so you keep comparing it to Lay's, but that's not the job. But is Lay's is that in fact the 10? Would that be a 10?
For me, it's pretty high up there. I don't know if it's either 8, 9, or 10. I don't know.
Has it become the gold standard of barbecue flavored chips?
For me, I know probably the internet, probably YouTube. Hey, audience, flame me if you want. If you think Lay's barbecue is terrible, but I enjoy it a lot. If you like a better barbecue chip, write in the comments.
So far, if you were going to sit down for a movie, which bag would you grab out of these 3?
Peppercini.
Oh, that's weird.
Barbecue and jalapeno. Which one would you? Which one? Oh, actually, answer that question. If you were out of these 3, which one do you like the best?
Yeah, the peppercini.
Peppercini.
Weird.
Which one's second best?
Yeah. I think I might be afraid of the jalapeno stacking up spicy heat in my mouth again.
I think I would actually agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I eat decent spice, I think, but even I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it would stack. To me, that's a relatively mild-ish spice, but it fears me that it would stack.
Yeah, if you ate like 12 of those chips,
Yeah.
you would accumulate
All right, we're
12 jalapenos worth of.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna open up honey Dijon. Dijon.
Dijon.
Dijon.
I don't know. I'm not French. I'll tell the audience right now, I'm not a mustard fan. I've never liked mustard. I've never once wanted mustard. You know how I've had mustard is on fast food burgers when they put it like if you don't know there's going to be mustard on it, or if you say no mustard and they don't care and they put mustard on it anyway. Those are the times in my life where I've had mustard, and I'm not a fan. But that's that like yellow, very yellow, artificial looking mustard. Mm-hmm. I would guess if I wanted mustard, I would want a Dijon brown, more natural seeming mustard. But that's a hypothetical.
Yeah. You're an elitist.
But of course,
I enjoy a little bit of mustard on a hot dog, but it does. I haven't spent enough time with mustard to like try a Dijon one, try the bright yellow one, try a different mustard. If I'm at Dink It, Sink It.
I'm imagining you fast forwarding the video like boop, 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 during the chewing parts there.
On the Rhett and Link videos, Good Mythical Morning.
They just sit there and chew.
Yeah. There's was it ASML?
They're better looking than us.
ASMR.
You can sit there and watch their. Which one of them has a beard? One of them has a beard, right?
Rhett.
Yeah, you can sit there and watch Rhett's beard as he's chewing.
And then it gets food stuck in there. So that honey Dijon, it hits the honey Dijon right up, but then it's not strong, which is, I'm not a honey Dijon or a mustard fan, so this one is unfortunately just my bias that I don't like mustard that much.
I had the Dijon flavor come through on the back end of the chip.
Oh, mine was at the front. As soon as I got my tongue on it, it hit. It wasn't a heavy hit, but it was there. If I go to Costco and get a hot dog, I'll add some mustard on there. But it's usually like a 90% ketchup, 10% mustard if I do that. So I'm not.
That's extreme, dude.
I don't like mustard that much.
I could see putting like a quarter mustard, but getting down to 10%.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Why put it at all if you don't like it?
I would say I enjoy the complexities when you add all those flavors in there. So
I'm also imagining you putting on like a normal amount of mustard and then 9 times as much ketchup.
Well, I do love ketchup though.
I would love these chips on a hot dog. That sounds good.
Yeah, I think by itself, I'm not a mustard fan, so unfortunately, I would not pick that very high.
Yeah, this one came in faster.
Between the honey Dijon and the backyard barbecue, what would you choose between? Or actually, okay.
I would go barbecue just because I like barbecue more than mustard.
So Dijon is your bottom. Oh, wait, no. It was.
Yeah. You know what it is? Like when you first eat some chips, like you're just grabbing them and pounding them. And like I could pound some of these. And then after a couple of handfuls, I would start to notice like, I'm not really into this.
So I think often what Rhett and Link do, they'll rank the chips. And then if one person, if there's kind of a tiebreaker, it depends on who strongly feels one way or the other. So both of us like the pepperoncini the most.
Oh, so we're going to give numbers to what, like 10 would be the best chip on earth.
No,
right?
They just chose one or the other for the chip one, so we just follow theirs.
Oh,
so pepperoncini is the best one out of this. What's the next one? Either barbecue or jalapeno.
If I had to eat a whole bag, I would eat the barbecue.
That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
The jalapeno was decent though. It's just I don't know if I would eat a whole bag of it. And then
hey, this is not bad. I was really afraid you're going to have me trying really gross combinations of stuff.
No.
I thought we were going to be mixing this with weird shit.
Our next bag. There's only coming up is just the cookie with sour cream and Uncrustables with fried chicken. Those are the only weird ones.
Stay tuned for.
Oh yeah. So just FYI, there were no Uncrustables at any store I went to.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like down there, but up here, dude, the shelves are just barren. Like unless you get there on delivery day, it's just.
Dude, Joe's near Portland.
You don't have the pick of the litter. Yeah.
He's up in Portland. He's shopping at all the local breweries and then at the strip clubs.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's where your average Portlander gets most of their calories from. You know.
Hey, you guys got any Uncrustables up in here? No, honey, you want to dance?
All right, the next one we're going to go with is the Farmstand Ranch. Farmstand?
Ranch. Hey, ranch is made out of buttermilk. Is that the thing? Buttermilk is when you're churning butter, and there's some other product between butter and milk. I don't even know what ranch is. Do you put herbs in it?
There's, I believe, Parmesan. No, not Parmesan.
This is the learning section of the podcast. If anybody
Parsley.
Could somebody put in the comments how you make ranch?
I think it's parsley, buttermilk. I forget. There's a couple other things. It depends on how fancy you want to get to. I think I should go get some napkins for us.
This is more pungent. I'll get some napkins.
Okay.
And the bars have the best
I didn't expect it to have a smell.
Mm. What'd you say, Joe?
So I think bars usually have the best ranch. Bars, because they usually make it fresh in the bar. It's not like prepackaged like you get like Applebee's.
Yeah. I've had mixed results. I had one bar that was really runny, and it was I don't know. I just didn't.
I don't like runny either. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it does depend on where you go.
Yeah. Okay, so this ranch has a pungent smell according to Emmett.
Damage control.
Okay, I can see what you're saying. I wouldn't quite call that pungent. Maybe my tolerance to pungency is higher.
Are you saying farm stands are naturally pungent places?
No, I'm
imagining a literal like side of the road wooden stand that some farmer is hanging out at.
Where does the ice cream come into this?
I think we're going to do cold and hot items towards once we get all the dry items done.
Gotcha.
Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to get in.
All right,
I got distracted by my own description of farming.
think it, sink it. It's almost, is that ranch? To me, it's almost cheesy, but I don't know how.
Yeah, it's too light for me. I want more ranch flavor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want a stronger ranch flavor.
I actually think that's right at the verge of where I would want it for ranch.
Let me see if I can find a chip with more powder on it. Is it powdery? I'm gonna look at. I'm trying to grab the flavorous looking.
I'm trying to think how to describe. So, if you get Hidden Valley Ranch, and then I like Hidden Valley Ranch quite a bit, so I might rank that like a.
So does America.
Okay, so 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. This kind of comes in at a 6 or 7 out of 10 for ranchiness.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you think it's much
I
lower?
give it a 4 or 5 because I want more ranch flavor to hit me in the mouth.
Maybe, or I'm assuming you like ranch quite a bit more than I do. So with your buffalo wings, do you dunk in and ranch a whole lot? And is that
I don't need to, but I will.
do you find yourself going?
If I have an order of 16 buffalo wings, I'll probably dip 4 or 5 of them in the ranch.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
So
Well, because part of me wants to taste the buffalo flavor too. And here's the other thing I do is I'll if I can, I'll have them mix medium hotness with garlic parmesan, so that the flavors combine. To me, that's a 12 out of 10. Dude, listen up, internet. When you go to get buffalo wings, have them combine medium buffalo with, or maybe hot buffalo works too, with garlic parm, because garlic parm will cool down the heat. But mix the buffalo and the garlic parm, and together is this fantastic flavor.
would you say there's kind of a hint of Parmesan flavor in this at all?
I do detect some cheesiness.
Okay. I feel like I'm kind of crazy. That's what I sense. I'm tasting cheese of some sort.
But if we're getting buttermilk, we're not too far from cheese because they're all dairy products.
No, it's not too far.
Totally different? Oh, okay. I thought you were refuting my science.
No, I was agreeing by saying no.
No,
Come
cheese
on,
is a
get it
different
together.
category.
Yeah. And I think sometimes too they use like they'll use like powdered cheese or like cheese cultures and things like that to create like a more complex flavor in some sauces.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Have I ever talked to you guys about Alfredo sauce on this show?
I think, or I remember. Well,
Did I mention it to you, Joe?
No.
Do you know how to
What
make?
about it?
Do you know how to make Alfredo sauce?
The legitimate way?
Yeah.
In Italy? Or like the...
Or whatever.
way that
If you were going to
everyone knows?
go make some Alfredo
Yeah, I would use heavy cream and butter and...
and cheese, right?
Yeah. Geez,
Well,
yeah.
well, it's weird because those all started out as milk. So
Yeah.
it's weird that you're separating them out into these products and then putting them back together into a sauce. You'd think you could just get straight out of the cow and make Alfredo.
You know how they do it like in Italy? Like the authentic way to make Alfredo sauce?
Is this an Italian joke?
No, it's serious. You toss fettuccine pasta in like a bowl, and then you put butter in it, and then you keep tossing it with the butter, and then you add cheese, and you just keep tossing it, and then that's it. That's actually legitimate, authentic Alfredo sauce.
Butter
That's
and
like the
cheese?
original recipe. What?
Butter and cheese?
Yeah.
Sounds
Butter and
fantastic.
Parmesan.
Yeah.
And you just keep tossing it, and you toss it, add more, toss it, add more, keep tossing it, and like sometimes they'll do it at your table.
I bet that would work with salad too.
Yeah. Well, that's the original Caesar salad the same way. It was supposed to be made at your table and tossed and all that.
No, but that's with anchovies.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying you could probably toss a lot of things in butter and cheese and it'd be fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I there's not many things other than maybe like, I don't know, like cupcakes or something that wouldn't be good in that. But
Also, I wanted to get tossing salad onto the show.
oh my God.
Since Lim has had so many prison guests. You've had corrections officers, ex-felons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stop. I want some more, but I'm going to save my...
The first ranch chip, there's a lot of ranch to me. Whatever happened in my taste buds, the second two, it kind of mild out. Though I could see myself actually eating quite a bit of this. I may rank this in front of the barbecue.
I don't dislike it. I just want more ranch flavor on it.
Where would you rank it?
I'd put it behind the barbecue just to punish it for underperforming.
With that.
How do you guys feel about Cool Ranch Doritos?
I used to like that when I was young a lot. And then nowadays, I just go straight to nacho cheese. I don't even fuck with the Cool Ranch anymore.
Oh,
I go straight to the Taco
that's
Bell
heavy words.
Dorito flavored taco.
How about what's your guys' thoughts on Cool Ranch?
Love it.
Yeah, I was never head over heels for it. It doesn't quite remind me of actual ranch.
No.
It tastes like something, but I couldn't tell you what.
I would describe it. There's a zing in the beginning, and then it milds out to ranch, in my opinion. But that zing still it still carries stronger than the
Zing.
ranch.
You know what I like more is ranch flavored corn nuts.
Oh, those are amazing.
Yeah,
Those are amazing.
I only eat those when I'm on a road trip
Yeah.
and I'm at a gas station.
I'll eat the fuck out of those.
And then
You
I'm
know what's
afraid
really
I'm gonna bust my tooth crunching on these somewhere in the middle of Utah.
Yeah. You know what you gotta do is you take the barbecue corn nuts, you mix them with the ranch corn nuts, and eat them.
Ranch. Yeah,
Ooh, it's next level. Yeah, it's a good combination. It's like they're dueling in your mouth. It's really good.
I will do this the next time I am driving for hours across Utah.
Yeah, yeah, but sometimes you gotta play with the ratio. Maybe not while you're driving. Don't be like, 3, 2.
Doing some math.
Yeah. Has to be an 8-to-3 ratio. Yeah.
Can we talk about gas station food for a minute?
Delicious.
I'll eat Slim Jims out of a gas station. The other thing is they have these cakes. It's a Nemo brand cake that comes in it's like somebody plastic wrapped it. It's weird because you can get them all over, I don't know, the Southwest. Anywhere on the road, you can go to like a 7-Eleven or any kind of gas station, and oftentimes, probably half the time, you'll find these. They have different flavors, but usually chocolate and carrot cake are the two that you can almost always find. But super soft, moist, delicious. Looks like a bakery just did a sheet full of cake and did the frosting and then wrapped them in plastic wrap with a sticker on it. So it's a weird thing that you can only find in gas stations, but they're so moist and delicious that I look for those when I'm on road trips.
I actually looked. I just went to Yosemite. I looked for. I couldn't find it. I only went into.
I want to blame COVID.
I only went into one gas station. I went to multiple gas stations, but I went in to buy snacks at only one, and it didn't have it, unfortunately.
Oh, so you only checked one gas station?
Yeah.
Did you get lottery tickets?
No, I did not.
You wasted your entire trip. I don't know what you did down there, but you wasted the whole trip.
There's one time I went to go buy lottery tickets for you. I think I told you the story.
Yeah.
I went in and asked the lady, what's the most tickets I could buy ahead of time? Like, can I buy it for 4 weeks ahead of time or 6 weeks or 7 weeks? And she kind of looked at me dumbfounded.
Yeah.
You could only buy a week ahead. I'm like, I don't think so, but
She didn't know about that future functionality.
yeah. So I kind of stood there for like maybe 5 minutes trying to convince her, and it didn't work.
No, you're asking a gas station worker to understand computer programming.
So I think you ended up with one ticket that time.
No, one's good. I like one. Yeah. I actually don't like it when you buy 20 weeks of.
Oh, why not?
And, well, then it's like, I don't know. It loses its magic. Now you're checking the same ticket for 20 weeks and losing every time.
That's weird. I think I would enjoy that.
Yeah?
Not in losing, but the hope each week,
Yeah.
hoping to win. Because that's, to me, every week thereafter is still that same hope of big money.
Yeah. Something about me says you can just get one ticket. And
Probably it's you're looking at the statistical.
well, then also you're not blowing a lot of money at that moment. Like if you're 20 times more likely to almost never win,
Yeah.
then you're still almost zero.
Yeah.
So 20 times almost zero is still almost zero, whereas you're now spending a more significant amount of money on that fantasy.
But every week, if you get the the endorphins.
Yeah.
So you get that same endorphins every week thereafter. So that's worth the $2 or $3.
Yeah. See, I'm not dedicated enough to put it in my calendar like, oh, Friday 3 p.m. It's time to look at my ticket again. That's where I'm fucking up.
All right, let's go to the next one. Do you want barbecue, Parmesan garlic, or sea salt and vinegar?
Oh, let's get the vinegar out of the way because I am not. It's weird. I like ketchup, which has vinegar in it. I like pickles a lot, which is cucumbers and vinegar. But aside from that, I'm generally not a vinegar. Like, I don't even want to smell this. I'm not a vinegar lover.
Yeah, that smells like vinegar.
Oh, but it's not. It doesn't smell like a bag full of vinegar.
Think it, sink it.
Okay. So maybe Kettle's doing a good job. No, I can tell from Liem's face they're not. They're doing a good job of making just Kettle chips with light flavors on them, not overwhelming.
This one to me is overwhelming. But this is what is it? I think Lay's vinegar. I think it's salt and vinegar. I'm able to handle that, but this one's a step up in vinegar.
This has a very strong sour. Mm-hmm. It's like if you took lemonade and removed most of the sugar and added some vinegar.
Man, that might actually go at the bottom. Honey Dijon. I think I'm going to rank that at the bottom.
It's weird, though. If it was lime, I would like it, right? What's the difference between the lime sour and a vinegar sour?
Yeah. Vinegar sour. Vinegar sour isn't as enjoyable as lime sour for whatever reason. I don't know how to describe the difference. Lime is like a refreshing sour flavor. Vinegar is like is tart? Would tart be?
Is it acidic?
I
I don't know. I wouldn't rank it last, but I'm not going to fight for vinegar either. You can.
Do you happen to like it better than honey Dijon or jalapeno?
No, but I bet vinegar and jalapeno together would be a pretty good. Oh, here we go.
Go for it.
Are you saying nobody's making vinegar margaritas? Because that's not the right flavor of.
Yeah, why is it that vinegar goes well with certain things? Or is vinegar supposed to be a background flavor? I'm just speaking off the top of my head. I haven't even thought this out yet. When you cook something or marinate something with vinegar, is it not supposed to be the primary flavor? But this, I mean, so many people do like.
I don't know, but that was a bad idea.
It didn't taste well. Jalapeno and sea salt and vinegar, no go.
There's not a beautiful fusion.
I feel like whenever you use vinegar too, in general, if you're not pickling something but you use vinegar, you're more using it for the
because you're a psychopath.
The reaction that it has with whatever it is you're cooking, because vinegar is one of those things where it's very, I don't know, it gets excited by combining with other things, and it like does stuff to meat and other proteins.
Wait, what do you cook with a splash of vinegar?
I don't cook anything with vinegar, but I watch a lot of food videos on YouTube, and that seems to be like it's one of those like food science things where like it's used because it does stuff like baking soda,
Yeah.
Like it changes the properties of whatever it is you're making in some way or another. It changes like the pH, the acidity, it breaks things down and whatever.
Yeah. Wasn't there a video a couple years ago about some kind of steak connoisseur guy that did something with a Big Mac?
Gouda.
Oh, did he blend up a Big Mac and use it as a gravy?
From what I remember, I thought he blended it and then he used it as the marinade, and then you air seal it, and then you
Sous vide?
then sous vide, but you dry. Is it called dry age? No, because that's still wet, but it's still.
He used blended Big Mac as the marinade?
Yeah, and then let it age.
Okay, go search for that and then come back to our show. Because it sounds fascinating. It's not a very interesting video. It's just you sit there and you're like, holy cow, I can't believe you blended up a Big Mac. And then.
But the funny thing is they enjoyed it a lot afterwards. So they did they do their control where it's just the steak aged sous vide.
Yeah.
And then sous vide. Then afterwards they do a quick char on the outside, and then they eat it. So that's the control. Then they do the Big Mac version.
Yeah.
And I think they rated it like a 9 out of 10. And as for the other burger, it was a 10 out of 10. So it's 10 out of 10. So they're both really good.
I mean, it sounds like they were just enjoying fine steaks, right? As in, adding a blended Big Mac doesn't hurt your steak.
I would think if you break it down, because you're adding in the lettuce, there's probably ketchup in there, there's mustard, there's pickles, onions. So you're just adding complexities to the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So I would actually say that the definition of fancy, some people just want the steak without, so it's actually not fancy.
Would a fancy person eat an unsalted steak?
No.
So at the very least, we're adding salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I like salt. I'm just saying, can you be snobby about adding stuff once you've added salt?
Yeah. That seems to be the
But that's okay.
The bar for them.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm unfairly judging the vinegar. I don't know. I feel like YouTube audience, you guys are going to hate me for putting it so low, but by chance, you also happen to, you would have definitely, where would you have put this on the list?
I might have put it ahead of honey Dijon or jalapeno.
Okay. So it's still at the bottom half.
But I dislike vinegar so much in life that I'm not going to fight for it at all.
So I do enjoy the salt and vinegar lace.
It's like me watching you kick somebody I don't like.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Sorry, YouTube audience, if you do like salt and vinegar. All right, let's go to the next one. Barbecue?
Yeah, let's go barbecue.
I feel like this one's I hope this one's good. The Parmesan garlic, I want to save that for last.
I like garlic parm with buffalo wings a lot.
So we are going for bourbon barbecue.
Out of curiosity, what do you plan on doing with all these chips after you're done? Do you eat them over the next week, or?
I'm not a big chip person except for nacho cheese Doritos and then regular and then Cheetos. I like Cheetos.
Are you lying to the internet right now and saying you're not going to eat all these damn chips?
I don't see myself eating them all.
You shouldn't. How many calories we're looking at here?
Dude, who cares about the calories? How much salt is that?
What's 8 times 140? That's
1120.
That's 11,000 calories per bag. 1100. It's 85 million calories.
Dink it, sink it.
This one had a little bit more of a smoky smell, a little bit more of a rich. I don't know if they planted the idea of bourbon in my head with the label on the front, so I'm accepting that as a bourbon-y. It just smelling it and tasting it is more substantial than the other barbecue chip.
Towards the end, there's a bourbon flavor that comes out. That's actually pretty awesome. I don't know if it's probably way more complex than the Lay's barbecue, but I don't know if I've been brainwashed through the years that I still love Lay's barbecue.
Been trained.
Yeah.
I like Lay's barbecue a lot too.
Oh yes, Joe.
I know, it's really good. I love it. It's my favorite barbecue chip.
This bourbon barbecue, the complexity is that's pretty darn awesome, but
I like it.
I don't know if you gave me a bag of Lay's barbecue versus this one. God, I feel bad for saying I think I would choose the Lay's. This one is more complex, I think.
Yeah, I'm surprised by how much I like this. I'm liking this a lot more than I thought I would. Like if I was in the store and I saw these 8 colors, I would not jump to bourbon barbecue as my first choice. But
where would you rank it on the list of 6 chips.
Definitely above backyard
I was
barbecue. So
thinking the same exact thing. I was gonna say definitely in front of the backyard barbecue.
would I want this instead of sour pepperoncini? I'm gonna give this a high 9.
Man, it's why Lay's barbecue? Why do you have to be so?
You're like that dude complaining that every girlfriend is not your first girlfriend.
Every girlfriend is not my first girlfriend.
I just want to throw a ridiculous accusation at you.
No, that's not true because every girlfriend
Was better.
No, they all had different attributes.
These are all very different. They have different. Do you have any mustard girlfriends?
I think I definitely rank this number 2. Wow. Let me have a peppercini and then let me see if I change my mind.
We got a surprise contender, bourbon barbecue. I love that they gave me this idea of bourbon on a chip, and then once I tasted it, it was enough for my imagination to say, you know what, bourbon-y, yes. And it's like a nice bourbon. It's not like a low end whiskey. It's like a rich oak barrel, vanilla, charcoal.
Wow. Am I going to want to put this as number 1?
It's a knockout.
I'm going back for the bourbon barbecue. Let's go here.
Let's see if I can find the flavoristy one.
No, it's cool, Joe, is you had the peppercini, so you're sitting on our ranking. You've had the best one so far. So if this happens to beat it, you're only missing out on one bag.
Thank God.
I've had almost all of these. They serve these chips at Subway and Jersey Mike's around where I live. It's like all they have is Kettle chips. So every time I get a sandwich, I grab a bag of Kettle chips usually.
Oh, so prior to all of me and Lim's bullshit, what would have been your what would have been your favorite or rankings?
The barbecue, just because I like barbecue chips in general.
The regular barbecue, or the bourbon?
I've never had the bourbon. I didn't know it was big.
Dude, I think you would be. I'm gonna send you one for Christmas. Can you send people chips? Is that allowed?
Yeah,
I think so.
You can send booze to the mail too.
It's a bourbon.
Yeah.
My goodness, I think I might choose this. I'm going to vote this as better than peppercini, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This has such a rich, full flavor for a chip. The peppercini tastes good, but it tastes flat.
The peppercini is interesting. To me, I get some sort of like either a ranch or Parmesan front flavor. Then it changes into peppercini afterwards. So to me, that there's a complexity there. But this one still is more complex and more flavorful in a way.
Maybe I'm just an alcoholic.
Shit. Do we want to put this number 1 or number 2?
Yeah, it's gone. We already we dunked vinegar,
Okay.
so
Wow.
bourbon's going top of the.
That's funny because I wasn't. So the gap for me between peppercini and backyard barbecue, the gap is pretty big. So those two stand out head and shoulders compared to these other 5.
Okay, if you're at the store looking at the kettle chip section, go for the dark brown maroon bag and the neon lime green bag.
All right, going for the final bag, Parmesan garlic.
Are there people watching an hour of us eating chips right now?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? I can't smell. I'm here pretending to smell the bag. I can't smell. Smells like chips.
Kind of cheesy. Oh, well, Parmesan. Stupid. At least my mind is not biased.
Have you ever had cotija cheese from Mexican cuisine?
Mm-hmm.
I find cotija cheese to be very similar to Parmesan. Like, I bet you could swap them most of the time, and you'd never know that you swap one for the other.
A lot more Parmesan than garlic, and I like that combo. For the cotija cheese, I feel like there's a a very subtle sweetness. It's very mild, but it makes me like that cotija cheese a lot.
Yeah?
No,
I like them both.
Parmesan is a little bit more of almost a pungent-y saltiness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know the salt. I mean, that's probably because they add a bunch of salt. Where the cotija is enjoyable, super mildly sweet, but enjoyable.
Makes you feel like you're at a quinceañera.
I don't think I've ever been to one.
Yeah, me either. A good punchline, though.
I feel like I'm not tasting the garlic.
No family has trusted me enough to invite me to some quinceañera.
I get more garlic when I lick it, but when I eat it, I get a milder amount of garlic.
I like garlic. I'm a big garlic fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I got garlic on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But that's why they named it Parmesan garlic, not garlic parm.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to rank this in, between Pepperoncini and Backyard Barbecue.
Oh, really?
Because it's head and shoulders, a gap right there between Pepperoncini and Backyard Barbecue.
So these three are in the Win Place show.
Yeah. But where did you rank the Parmesan garlic?
I don't know. Let me try another one. Yeah, I definitely like it better than Backyard Barbecue.
Okay, so those are top three. So
I think I like it better than Pepperoncini. I would have gone this way
yeah, I'm okay with that.
personally.
I don't know if I would, even though this is weird to say, even though I enjoyed that pepperoncini, I don't think I've ever thought about, I want a pepperoncini flavored item. Chips, bread, anything.
Ice cream.
So I think, ice cream. I don't think I would ever buy, I don't think I would ever want to go buy.
You wouldn't go for this bag in the store.
I don't think so. It is good. So I need to get my mind away from whatever brainwashing I've done to myself in the years.
I mean, I generally stay away from anything that's colored like a Ninja Turtle or a Power Ranger. This is a warning color. This is not a invitation to appetite.
Mountain Dew 7-Up.
7-Up's more of an emerald green. It's a foresty, bubbly.
Okay.
I'm not attracted to Mountain Dew. I mean, because the actual liquid itself is this color, right? This bag is Mountain Dew colored.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so let's compare it to what Rhett and Link have. Let me pull out the... Oh, did I put my phone? There it is.
I haven't seen too much of the show while Lim's doing that. For our listeners and our viewers, Rhett and Link are a popular duo. I don't know. They started a video show years and years ago.
2006, but the more of a start in 2009.
What was the original premise of their show? It wasn't all about food, right?
I think they just...
I remember them being blindfolded a lot.
They did a lot of like just comedy stuff in general. They did a lot of like skits. Like, did you guys remember that viral thing about 10, 15 years ago? Nope. Chuck Testa.
What?
Oh, okay. Well, that was them. It was viral a long time ago. It was like a little
skit
on the internet.
What was it?
it?
No drug tests?
No, like they'd be like, "Oh, is that George Bush?" And then this guy who was like a taxidermist would pop up and he'd say, "Nope, Chuck Testa." And it was a funny bit. You guys should watch the video later. And it was really big. Like, this is before Reddit. It was big on like big.com and back in those days. And they had that show on IFC and stuff like that. And so they've just kind of been all over the place doing this, all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I think I wrote down a bunch of stuff that I was going to share later. Maybe that question you have might be in here. So I guess, I don't know, let's do that later.
So they're a popular internet show, and they tried some foods as part of their total programming.
I would say if I had to create a one sentence description. I think they aim to make a morning show that was enjoyable for everybody Monday through Friday. That was their goal.
Oh, like not news.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's why I missed it. I'm not a morning guy.
I never watched it in the morning.
Mythically speaking.
Where's the chips? Okay, so the main thing that I wrote down is they ranked sea salt and vinegar as their number one.
Really?
And I was not expecting that. When I remember doing this list and looking at their video, and
I'm gonna say they're both very Caucasian dudes, right?
yeah,
Aren't they from Nashville or something?
North Carolina.
Yeah, same thing. Okay, I'm gonna go. Caucasian people love salt and vinegar flavored things more than. Well, I mean, isn't there vinegar in Vietnamese sandwiches? In the daikon and carrot?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's also a lot of sugar actually in there too.
Ah, good.
It's not sugar forward, but it's in there enough to change the composition of the vinegary flavor.
Oh, that chemical reaction stuff Joe's talking about?
And then for their number two, they had pepperoncini. So we have pepperoncini as our number three. So that's pretty damn freaking close.
I mean, is that the closest one to the sour vinegar, though? Do they want sour chips? You know what's the other thing white people like? Sour beer. F that noise. What the hell is sour beer? It took me all these years to get down with, like, bitter beer. Like, beer is not naturally delicious. That's why children don't want beer, right? Mm-hmm. You have to become an adult and force yourself to drink enough beer to like it.
Yeah.
And then you're going to come in with sour beer? Get the fuck out of here.
Then their number three was honey Dijon.
Yeah, again. Oh, I'm sorry.
So Rhett does love beans. I don't know if beans and vinegar with the white people food thingy that you're going for. I don't know that.
No, here's the proof for that. Marielle, my partner, she was she was raised in Maine. She's genetically Korean, but raised in Maine by a white family, and she loves all these flavors in line with Rhett and Link. Yeah.
Huh, so me and you, maybe are we just West Coast American flavors? So West Coast people, maybe try out some of the Kettle brands and see if you agree with us, and then East Coast people, try it and see if you disagree with what we came out with.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that our pepperoncini, that's up there with.
Or did Vietnamese cooking just load us for sugar?
That there's a big possibility to that.
See if there's a sugar content.
Joe, do you remember which Kettle chips when you go to like Subway and all that? Which ones you don't like?
I don't venture too far. I'm not adventurous either.
Oh, okay.
I saved us. These three are like zero sugar.
Are all what? Are they?
I got a 0, a 1, and a less than 1 for sugar.
Okay, this is less than 1.
Yeah.
So they just all low sugar?
Yeah, I hate it when products put in sugar when it's not supposed to be sugary. You know who does that? Is beef jerky. I'm gonna be pissing and moaning about all this beef jerky.
Okay, we'll see. We got a lot of beef jerky to go through.
Because you can get like a black pepper smoked beef jerky, and you look at the ingredients, it's beef, sugar. It's like, wait, the label didn't say anything about sweet or sugar or barbecue flavor or anything. It's supposed to be pepper and smoke. And the sugar will be the number 2 ingredient after beef.
So if they would just label it sweet pepper.
Well, if I wanted teriyaki, I would get yeah. You know.
Okay.
It's the mislabeling that pisses me off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Listen up, beef jerky industry. You've jerked me around too much. I can't be affording $12 for this little bag of sweet beef.
All right, you guys want to do beef jerky?
Jerky
or
time?
Cookies?
Sure.
Which one do you want to do? Beef jerky or cookies?
Let's do cookies.
Okay.
Let's take a break from the salt for a minute.
Okay, yeah. I'm down with that. Let's switch over to cookies.
And we are back live and in 4K with Lim Lee and a bunch of chips.
Right.
Cookies. Chocolate chip cookies.
Cookies. Joe, what cookies do you got?
Yeah, famous Amos, because they don't sell Mrs. Fields out here.
Okay, so famous Amos. I don't know if this is the original, as in the flavor.
That's a very nice package.
I'm assuming this is the original. Does your packaging look like this one, and or is there any words that? Oh, you got the same.
Oh, they stepped up their package game.
Okay.
If I recall, this is a very small, dry, crummy cookie.
Yeah.
I don't mean crummy like bad, just
Crumbly.
yeah. I definitely have a skew towards moist, chewy.
I have a feeling I know which one you're going to end up choosing, but let's
I would take a brownie over a cookie any day.
Yeah, for most cookies at the stores, they're all dry, almost all of them.
Yeah, I want the chewy stuff.
There's probably only 1 or 2 brands that are kind of moist. All right.
I mean, isn't that what's great about fresh baked cookies is that they're moist and chewy?
Yeah. I love fresh cookies.
That's why I like it. Oop, yep.
Dink it, and sink it.
Oh, I want to trade this one for one with more chocolate chips.
Go for it.
This one's loaded with chocolate chips. So these don't appear to have changed too much from when I was a child.
Mm-hmm.
They would come in smaller packages.
And as I eat it, it nostalgically takes me back where I feel like I remember the same exact flavor. They really haven't changed it at all.
You're in the schoolyard right now?
Yeah. Yeah. I think if I remember correctly, is our Aunt Cam and Uncle Mark would go to Costco, I think, and buy a big box of these. And as a kid, I was able to drink dairy milk, so I would dunk it and just go to town on these cookies. I would dunk it. I would dunk it to the point where it's super soft, almost falling out of your fingers.
That's risky.
Yeah. You'd have to.
You could lose the whole cookie.
You have to do the math in your head.
Is there a sandy element to you?
Mm-hmm.
There's like a powdery, not quite chalky, but
I would call it chalky almost. I don't enjoy that nowadays. Maybe when I was younger, I didn't care.
If you're making 1,000 cookies and you wanted to save some money, you could mix in like some fine sand.
Wait, that's like you ground down a bunch of cookies and then you.
I'm just saying, like, why do these taste sandy?
I'm guessing it's just their powder, their flour, or whatever. But you would think the powder would taste more sweet.
Yeah. Would it be different? I wish to add more egg in this. Maybe the idea of a cookie was different back in the day. Like you had a lot of like Biscoffs and aren't macaroons kind of like this consistency?
No, there's not even egg in it.
There's no egg in this? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
Oh.
2% or less.
Yeah. If I was Amos. So, if I was Amos, I would up the egg content. But obviously, he sold millions more cookies than I have, so what the fuck do I know? Don't listen to this jackass.
So the way Rhett and Link did their cookies is they scale the point system as 1 to 10. But since there's 3 of us, I say we do 1 to 7, and then we add up our score, and we'll see if our scores match theirs. I don't know how. I should probably I should write this down on paper somewhere. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rank Famous Amos cookies?
1 to 10 or 1 to 7?
Oh, sorry, 1 to 7. 1 to 7.
I'd say a solid 4.
Solid 4. Are you gonna get a pen?
I was gonna right here at the desk.
Yeah. Can you? Thank you.
Well, I was thinking about my answer.
So you're saying 4, Joe. If you can, give me a little bit description on what you felt in the cookie. Was it too dry?
I think it's a little bit too dry. I think the chocolate quality is really good. The chocolate chips were delicious. They taste like a good chocolate, not like terrible chocolate. I think that although it's a little bit overly dry, I still think it has a good flavor. It seems like the kind of cookie that would be perfect with milk.
Should we do? I think they did theirs dipped in milk. So, would you like a cup of milk?
I would enjoy all of these more with milk.
Okay, Joe, do you happen to have milk?
I have a little bit. I don't think I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm gonna take it easy on the milk.
Virtual milk.
I'm doing soy milk with mine, but
I don't have soy milk.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
this is one of our least contiguous podcasts. Yes. One of our most disjointed, discontinuous.
But I've changed into my Good Mythical More T-shirt.
Let the Tigers tiger.
And also a Good Mythical More mug also. So I truly am a fan.
You're supporting the show. Without Liem's support, Rhett and Link would be nowhere.
All right, let's go back to the Famous Amos.
We're denizens of the internet. This is my Sam Harris waking up mug.
I love Sam Harris.
Can you get him on the show for this?
I've already emailed him, and you could probably guess what happened.
You're like, hey, Sam, do you want some cookies?
He's He's too high up the.
He's busy dealing with real problems.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go for a dip of the famous Amos into soy milk. I have to do soy milk because I'm lactose intolerant.
I've converted to almond milk and oat milk because I live in a house full of Asians.
Seriously?
Yeah, this is
how long ago was that?
Most of Mariel's buying the milk. You know, for a long time I was doing a little bit of a 2% milk. And did I go to 1%? I might have gone to 1% at one point, but at that point it's like water. So, you know what it is? I think whatever brand, the Silk brand used to taste kind of funny to me, but then there's an Almond Breeze brand that's unsweetened, and that doesn't bother me at all. So it just, like, I don't know, in my mind, it's just milk.
I used to be illogically jealous that I thought I've seen you go regular milk for so long. So that's why I asked you how long you switched. Because
a couple of years.
I feel like every time I had milk and cookies, and then if you had milk and cookies, I was sitting there kind of like, damn it. I remember back in the days when I enjoyed cow milk and regular cookies, but soy milk nowadays, I have to do that for the lactose reasons.
Like it makes you fart?
It gives upset stomachs.
Well, see, I'm trying to get a lot of greens in my diet, and the more greens and salads and broccoli I eat, the more I fart. But they're very like benign vegetable farts. They're not like stinky dead animal farts.
I feel like I haven't noticed that with because with Neum, she cooks a lot. I get way more veggies and fruits into my diet now because of Neum.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised I feel like I don't notice that difference. Or maybe I'm guessing biologically we all break things down differently, and
there's a different chemical factory happening in our bellies. Yeah.
The famous Amos cookie actually is not very good in the milk for me.
Milk's supposed to make it taste better, and that didn't seem to.
Okay, so I was about to say maybe it's the soy milk, but you are going some type of.
This is a Califia brand almond milk.
Okay,
comes in an expensive looking bottle.
The soy milk and the famous Amos, it almost even zapped even more egg flavor out for me.
Negative egg.
It tasted just almost like flour for the cookie portion. And then the chocolate, it actually zapped even more chocolate. I don't understand how or why. It took some chocolate out of the chocolate chips in there.
This is designed to be eaten straight out of the bag. This is like, you got this out of a vending machine, and it has to mix with your saliva to be perfect.
Do you not do cow milk at all? Like you have none right now in the fridge?
I'm not against it. We just don't buy it.
Okay.
But I I eat out so often that I'm sure a lot of the Alfredo and stuff that I'm...
Oh, well, yeah. So, like, I could do pizza. We'll do ice cream in a bit.
Yeah.
That, for whatever reason, that amount of milk or dairy doesn't seem to affect me too bad. Yeah. When I do a full cup of milk, it seems to upset my stomach quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm not purposefully trying to avoid dairy milk as much as I'm not purposefully chasing it down.
All right.
So for our internet audience, when you're dipping your chocolate chip cookies, you want to fully submerge it so that bubbles pop up, and you probably need about 5 bubbles to get a famous Amos chip to the right sogginess.
I love it.
If you get up to 7 or 8 bubbles, you're risking losing the whole thing, like a sunken treasure. And then the other thing I really like is chilled milk. Mm-hmm. So I'll keep glasses and stuff in the freezer. Mm-hmm. Or I'll put ice in milk. It seems weird before you do it, but once you put ice in your milk, like I don't know, I like chilled milk a lot. If I'm gonna enjoy a glass of milk or even cereal.
If the ice melts, does it water it down?
It does, but hopefully you're not hanging out that long.
Okay.
So ideally you take a big mug like this and stick it in the freezer.
Yeah. Hope
it doesn't blow up or anything.
So what out of 1 to 7, what would you rank famous Amos?
You talking to me or Joe?
Joe said 4.
Out of 7? I mean, it's hard. Like if I'm sitting here with a bunch of other cookies, it's not very high. But if I'm in a class that I don't want to be in, and I'm staring at the vending machine, and they're a good price.
No, let's scratch that scenario off because.
Oh, this is comparison.
If someone's gonna go buy something, I think I'm guessing if someone's watching this, they're gonna go buy something. Hopefully afterwards.
I'm gonna give it a 3 just because I know this is the first cookie we're chomping, and there's got to be whole levels of cookie joy beyond our childhood. All speaking of childhood, famous. As a child, you could not stop calling this famous anus. Probably get sued for that.
I haven't even thought about it in the last.
Ever
10
once?
Minutes. Oh no, the last 10 minutes.
I have to stop myself every time to say it correctly. Maybe I'm the problem.
So when Joe said 4, I was thinking about 4, even 4.5. But after the milk, it's dropping it down to a 3 for me.
Your number is going to change after you eat these other.
I hope not. We'll see. I hope not, but I'm okay being wrong on that topic.
Okay, this has got a triple score like your credit score. Your triple score here now is a 10. If you add the 3 together, the 4, 3, and 3 gets you 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it the triple score.
Okay. Roger that. All right, let's go to the next one. Joe, what cookie do you have?
Joe,
next?
you want to be Experion or Equifax?
I only got that one cookie.
Oh, okay.
I stuck to the list very literally because you like listed out who to get what.
Okay.
I didn't read the list. I was lazy.
All right, let's go into which one you want to go with, Emmett.
I have low expectations for these two, so I would go one of these.
I like the way you're thinking. I like to save the best for last, but we have no idea how this is going to turn out. I'm going to say this is probably going to be the worst one. I haven't. So
it's a generic
Walmart. I am very sorry to say that I'm picking this one because I think it's going to be the worst one to eat next.
No, they have a lot of great products. Great value is great value.
Great value is great value by the name, but not by the meaning.
No, it means you're getting a lot for your money.
I know what you're trying to get at, but I'm trying to prove you wrong somehow. So we're going next to Great Value Classic Chippers Chocolate Chip Cookies.
They clearly look like a Chips Ahoy substitute.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This is you're at the Walmart and I don't have. How much was this Chips Ahoy box?
I was trying to look for a Chips Ahoy box that looked like this, and I don't know if it's kind of what Joe was saying. The Chips Ahoys, I don't know if I went to Target when I found them, and a lot of things were sold out.
It's because they locked down Shanghai for 44 days, and now that's affecting supply chains in Finland.
I have no idea how true that is. But
That's how I'm speaking on my ass. Okay, these are very similar to the original Chips Ahoy that we grew up with.
But so the reason why I was saying I was trying to find the same package so that I could compare how much this Great Value box looks like the Chips Ahoy box.
Yeah.
Think it, sink it.
So this looks fairly similar to. This is like a wider, flatter, famous Amos, less powdery,
Definitely,
but still very dry. Very similar chips.
Yep, dry and tough, or
chip pattern.
Yep, tough looking or feeling.
Oh, I was gonna go with a dry bite first. Got a little stronger crunch.
I should have went for the dry bite first. I kind of messed up.
It's almost like you chew through the dry cookie to get to the chocolate chips.
So the milk dip, the what do you call it? Just the batter, the cookie portion. That's just the batter, not the chocolate chips.
Sure, the cookie. Yeah.
So the cookie itself is good. Then I got to the chocolate chip, and it's kind of bad.
You're insane. Chocolate chip's the best part.
Well, it should be, but let's see what you say in a moment here. Damn it, I actually don't want to
Need my
finish.
dip bite.
I think I need to find I should have brought a trash can. I'm going to be right back.
We don't throw away food here in America. We grew up poor, Liem.
Does it look like we're poor with all this food?
No, you're hurting my heart right now. There was a guy on the side of the road today. He was missing a hand, and he was trying to juggle a tennis ball to get people to give him money on the side of the road.
Give him a bag of chips next time you see him.
Yeah, well, here's asshole over here throwing away cookies. People are starving out on the street. Sorry, that's probably a little too harsh. Hey, now I know what we can do with all those leftover chips. You're right. I like how you're thinking, Joe. Okay, Lim's coming back into the studio. He's brought what looks like a puke bucket, but it's really just a wasting food in spite of all the poverty bucket. I was waiting until he came back to, dipping these Chips Ahoy, these fakes Ahoy, these classic chippers that pay tribute to the original Chips Ahoy. I think I could I could, if I had unlimited milk and if I wasn't worried about calories or anything, I could just sit here and just dunk these all day. And
You like the chocolate?
with the milk, yeah.
I don't know what it is. The milk makes the chocolate taste bad.
I mean, I wish it was better chocolate, but
The cookie
it's
batter
not
is
stopping me.
It stopped me. I threw away the other half of the cookie. All right.
I think I'm wolfing past the cookie and then just chomping on chips at the end.
I'm gonna give this a 3. Oh, I'm gonna eat a dry one. I'm sorry. You said you're wolfing through the cookie to get to the
chocolate chips.
Oh.
You know, it'd be better if they were dark chocolate and they were bigger chunks. And then you'd have me eating a whole package. I'm a sucker for dark chocolate.
I think the dry bite of this is better than the dry bite of the famous Amos. I almost said anus. The dry bite is better.
See, once it gets planted in your head.
And the wet is slightly better. So oddly, this is better than the famous Amos. But
As much as you're complaining about this, you're admitting.
no. But I don't think it's. I want to put it a 3.5.
Are we allowed to do 0.5?
I don't know. I don't want to give it a 4. I don't feel it deserves a 4.
I've got L by your score, which puts you at 3.5 L. And in our world, that's a 3.5 liter. It's a turbocharged engine.
I'm going to throw this other cookie away.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
It's so funny when I see Rhett and Link with their trash cans. Now it makes so much more sense. I understand. It made sense there, but this just feels like it makes
Only wine snobs waste this much food that could be helping poor people.
I'm sorry. I don't know. To the third world country where you're seeing us waste food, I really don't like to waste food.
Wait, so is our judging including the milk or not including the milk? Because I enjoy it much more with the milk.
I'm kind of like I'm putting it together when I put my rating. I'm thinking about both scenarios.
I'm going to go 4.5. E.
You like it that? 4.
I'm stopping myself from eating another one right now.
All right. So we're going for Chips Ahoy's next, it looks like.
So this is an easy rip open pack. Holy cow.
Ooh, nice. That was pretty cool.
That should be a damn commercial. Why aren't these all upright? Why are they up and down?
That is poor presentation, isn't it?
Chips, I lined you up. Oh, they're all fucked up. Okay.
So for audio listeners, Emmett just nicely ripped open the box for Chips Ahoy. This is a 12-pack box, and the top came off really nicely. But as soon as he opened the top, you could expose is every individual package was in every way possible opposite of the next, or it was
different directions, orientations.
Yeah, it was.
I was just surprised because normally when shit is perforated and you tear it open, it just f's up. Like, the perforation worked perfectly right there, and I had zero expectation of that happening. I thought the whole thing was gonna.
Hey, let's just share one because you know me with wasting.
Well, I was gonna waste it for the show.
Oh.
Does it count if the internet's enjoying it with us? No, I just went on a whole tirade yelling at you for starving out one-handed people on the side of the road.
All right. Oh, came out as a small piece. I'll take a piece. I'm going to go dry bite first.
That's a good cookie smell. Smells like cookies.
That does smell a lot better than the other ones. Dink it.
Was yours broken in the package?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. I'm blaming Shanghai. Okay, so these Chips Ahoy is, the Great Value chipper looked a little browner, like a little bit more overcooked. This one's have a more even, non-browning top. Well, the bottom is definitely brown, though.
It definitely tastes better than both Famous Amos and Chippers. There is, I know it's a dry cookie, but the dryness kicks in at the end, and the after flavor for me, the dryness kicks in, and it makes it less enjoyable. But Chips Ahoy for me better than Famous Amos and classic Chippers by Great Value right now.
Something about this when you chew it, it gives me a cake, a hint of cake, and I'm enjoying. I love cake, so this is giving me some cake vibes.
Maybe just more. Is it more egg? Somehow, does cake have a decent amount of eggs in there?
I don't know. What's in a cookie? Is it flour, sugar, and egg?
I think so.
Is there any yeast or anything crazy like that?
Nope. Super simple. Just the ratios that matter, and then the spices. You know, you can add some nutmeg. You can add some salt. There's salt in it too. You know,
Salt, good.
Do either of you guys drink hot coffee?
Yeah, every morning.
So I don't know if you've ever tried this, but if you haven't, I highly suggest it. Do you like Oreos?
Yeah, I love Oreos.
So you take an Oreo and you dunk it in the hot coffee for like 3 seconds, and the Oreo will turn into super ultra soft and warm, and it is one of the best things you will ever eat in your life.
Okay.
A mocha Oreo?
Yeah, it is incredible. And it literally just takes, don't do it too long because it'll get so soft it'll fall apart. Like literally after like 5 seconds, literally 2 or 3 seconds, and just eat it. And it is so good. It just warms it up and it gets so soft. And
How do you do that without burning your fingers?
you don't put your fingers in you just, you hold it on the edge, and you just dunk like 3/4 of the Oreo in it.
When you dunk your cookie, are you dunking your fingers into?
I'm submerging to get the bubbles.
You're a monster.
Maybe you would have a spoon for the Oreo.
But then you would have a dry part at the top if you don't full submerge.
Yeah, that's something I put up with for my whole life.
You just throw that part away.
the way I've been going.
Yeah, just throw it away. Like a shrimp tail.
You just throw it in this trash bin full of $100 bills. Oh, those T-bonds you got in there? You scrap some old...
It's weird. I don't really like dry cookies at all, so I avoid buying cookies, these cookies. I'd rather go buy...
You set us up for this trap?
No, we're just trying to do the good mythical more thing.
Oh, okay.
But I think I could still doing this, you could still judge which one's better. But I still... The oven-baked cookies are heads and shoulders so different that I don't even compare these cookies to those cookies.
Oh, like if you bake some at home yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's so much better warm and hot, or warm and soft. And then if you do it right, you also get a slight outer crisp, but the soft center, warm cookies out of the oven. Mm-hmm. That is so far beyond this that I don't consider these cookies at all when I compare cookies.
No, I was too lazy to combine these 3 ingredients and make awesome cookies in the oven.
Yeah, sometimes if I'm feeling really adventurous, I'll buy the pre-made dough, or the pre-made
No,
dough.
that's fine. You still get the same. It's still the same thing.
No, you have to have the $300 KitchenAid mixer on your counter to make it real. Then you got to grow the chickens yourself.
Do you guys happen to remember they still make the red Chips Ahoy, but there used to be a different red one where it was chewy Chips Ahoy that was microwavable. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
Did you ever try the microwavable?
No.
It was actually pretty friggin' awesome.
I couldn't afford the microwavable option, Lim.
I don't think it was. But I think it was the same price if I remember. Now the only thing that kind of scares me now, I've thought about it for many years, but I'm not dead now, so it probably doesn't matter. But why did they
doing wrong?
No. If the microwavables were that good, why did they take it off the shelf?
Because people weren't buying them enough. People were like me.
SKUs, brand confusion. Shelf spaces are already valuable and hard to come by.
People like me were like, microwavable cookie? What?
It was fantastic. It was.
As far as I was aware, all cookies were microwavable. So this is news to me that there was a microwavable.
Well, no, that microwavable one. It was a chewy, like moist-ish. So it would come out like almost like an oven. It's not an oven baked cookie, but compared to this, it was head and shoulders above that too. Above these cookies.
Yeah.
An oven baked one is still above that microwavable one. But if I was lazy, I want to buy the red box that was microwavable. But that's not available nowadays.
Well, so there's this thing where like you either want the ready-made product or you want to cook something from scratch or you want something in between. And there's a psychology to it where people want a certain amount of effort. Like Hamburger Helper and macaroni and cheese, like people get some satisfaction like I cooked dinner.
Yeah. Whereas
you can get Easy Mac where it's already made.
Yeah.
And only kids like that because they don't need any of this I prepared dinner satisfaction. So it's this weird, or like you go to a restaurant where you're cooking the meat yourself at the table and it's like, well, don't you want it cooked for you? So there's this weird psychology of where.
Yeah, I could see where I agree with that. Oven baked cookie, if I had to say 10 out of 10, oven baked cookies can be a 10 out of 10. The red microwavable Chips Ahoy, chewy red microwavable Chips Ahoy, that was like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Niner.
So these on a 10 scale compared to that, any of these dry cookies usually it's like a 2 or a 1 to me. It doesn't even compare. So for something out of a box, out of a bag that you could microwave, it was a 15. I think it was 15 or 10 seconds to microwave. It was fantastic. You get an 8 or 9 out of 10.
No, this is. I could have 12 packs of Chips Ahoy waiting in my cupboard, and I could pop this open at a moment's notice and eat these all the time.
Yeah,
ready to go. That's the whole idea of this packaged good, right?
Yeah,
it's made for you. It's ready to go.
Yeah,
it's not going to be fantastic like Mama's cooking, but it's got all the sugar in it. So if you're just out looking for a sugar high,
yeah,
you just go and grab these, right?
Yeah.
Plus, I think these probably came out in like, what, the 30s or something? I don't even know when these would have came out. But there probably wasn't all this competition of other amazingly fantastic food out there, right? You probably had these and the Hydrox cookies to choose from.
If it's 100 years old, it's surprising that these other this one hasn't even got, I don't know. You would think over 100 years they would make it better, but.
How do these brands endure? Well, because if people grow up eating this, like after you've had 1,000 Chips Ahoy, then in your mind, the barbecue Lay's is what it's supposed to taste like. Busted.
But barbecue Lay's is still good.
Because you grew up eating it.
All right, so what should...
Did we...
we haven't ranked this.
This is OG Chips Ahoy.
What would you... Do you want me to go first or you? Don't matter to me.
I like that a little better than the Great Value Chippers. I'll give it a 5 out of 7. Only because I had to come up from my 4.5. Oh, you know what? I could keep dunking these in milk and eat them until my stomach was literally full.
4 or 5. I'm gonna.
You know what? If I didn't compare them right next to each other, then the Chippers would be just fine. But comparing them next to each other, I do like the Chips Ahoy a little better.
Something tells me...
Or if you snuck in some Chippers and told me they were Chips Ahoy, I might not be able to tell you that you were lying in my face.
That would be an interesting... I would have to not... Now that I think I could decipher it. Now
that we've overanalyzed these dry cookies?
I think if you blind tested me, I think I would be able to decipher the two, I think.
Yeah.
If I was at home and the bunch of these Chips Ahoys were there and I was craving for cookies, I could see eating some of these. I think the Chippers and the Famous Amos are so bad to me that I actually would not eat them.
Yeah, it depends how hungry you get.
That too, and how high I am. So I'm going to go 4 out of 7 for the Chips Ahoy.
4.
I shall return in one moment, guys.
Okay.
Hey, do you need to get a gold line trash bag for the nicer cookies?
I'm imagining this is going to be the best cookie, but maybe need a gold line trash bag for that one. So let's go to this one. Chips Deluxe by Keebler.
Keebler's got the cute cartoon elves on it. I was going to say they used to have commercials on TV, but then I don't really watch TV anymore, so maybe they still do. I'm not watching children's cartoons like I used to when I was a children.
On this Keebler bag, it has the sticky top open thingy.
It's got a resealable plastic top.
Yeah.
That looks handy. If you eat half of this pouch, how many are in here? We got a pack of what is 24? Okay.
Somewhere 24 or 30 cookies somewhere in there.
Yeah, so the OG formula is this plastic bag around a thin plastic tray. Yeah, 24 cookies in here. 24 cookies. They look dry.
The smell is decent. You know, I almost want to say the Chips Ahoy smelled better, but I don't know if my memory serves me correctly.
Your memory's lying to you. Oh, but looking at the top, are very similar chips. So this is clearly a Chips Ahoy inspired.
So which one came first,
style?
Keebler or Chips Ahoy?
Obviously Chips Ahoy. From 1910 or whatever. Whatever number I made up.
I should have went dry by shit. I'm dunking milk already.
I could see a Famous Amos being around longer than Chips Ahoy.
I wouldn't be surprised if Famous Amos. Oh, there's 1970. Only since 1975. Famous Amos. That's it.
Oh, it was like roller disco times. This has a little hint of that dry powdery, like the famous Amos. A little bit of that sandy vibe.
I'm going to say Keebler is better than Chips Ahoy.
What?
They're taking the lead right now. The milk, well, I'm going to have to do a dry bite after this, but the milk dunk, the cookie itself tasted good, and the milk dunk and the chocolate chips tasted good after the milk dunk.
Well, this one's low for me. It's high on the dry, powdery, sandy.
But the flavor. So you're saying the powder somehow is overpowering any good flavor?
Mm-hmm. For me. And when I chew up the chocolate chips, I'm not detecting chocolatey richness on my teeth. I could be wrong, but this is my experience.
That's kind of a, man, shoot. I might have to try a Chips Ahoy to compare the chocolate. I think you might be right on that chocolate. I think there's enough chocolate, but it may not be as much chocolate as the Chips Ahoy chocolate.
At lower sugar. Let's see. This is 9 grams of sugar per 2 cookies. 1 pack. This is 7 grams of sugar per 2 cookies.
Ooh, the dry bite is not good. The wet dunk is way better.
Oh, you started on the wet.
Yeah.
Why are you starting the wet? You want to start on the dry?
I'm getting overzealous or something.
It's like sex. You got to plan the moisture.
Yeah.
That sounded very wise, but it's not.
The dry bite is terrible.
I really like Chips Ahoy's wet. Chips Ahoy's dunked, I'm really enjoying.
Chips Ahoy dunked is better than the Keebler dunked. I want to say the Keebler is better dunked than the Chips Ahoy dunked, but the dry Keebler is way below in the dry. Man, how do I rate this?
You're at odds with yourself. It's a conflict within you.
I think I might go 3.5.
Join the dark side. What am I at here? Keebler.
Man, but the wet is better. The wet is shit. Do I go? I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4 because of the wet. The wet is decent to jump it a half point.
This is down at a 3 for me. If I was working in a cubicle and these were sitting in the break room, I could easily avoid walking to the break room to eat one of these. These would not tempt me one bit. Are you sure you're not being influenced by this cute cartoon on the packaging?
That is so bizarre, but the wet to me is pretty decent on that one. All right, on to the last cookie. We got
Cookie.
Pepperidge Farm soft baked Montauk milk chocolate.
Shout out to my homeboy Cookie Monster.
Pepperidge
Farms.
I don't like the word pepper in something I'm about to eat a cookie.
No, that's just the family name of whatever fake farm was the original
I
place.
would change my last name if I was them.
They had a windmill, so they were the badass farm in the state. Is Montauk a place in New York?
I think so. It's from, all I know, Montauk is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, a movie back in the 1990s.
Your favorite Jim Carrey movie ever?
It was a pretty freaking good movie. I like that movie a whole lot.
What was the thing about that? He kept forgetting stuff?
There's an operation that you could delete memory associated to most people would do it to something sad in their life.
Okay.
So mainly if someone broke up with you, then you could go delete them out of your memory.
That's evil.
Man, holding this cookie is a lot more moist than any other cookie so far. This feels like great potential.
It's got a good cookie smell.
I actually don't like the cookie smell.
I don't like the color of these chocolate chips. They look... I want my chocolate chips to be darker, and I don't have a rationale for that.
Emotionally, I would want the chocolate chips darker also.
These are too light of a brown.
The smell, I don't know how to describe it. I want to say it smells like an artificial or a
fake butter.
Okay, I'll go with fake butter. Damn. For you, it's funny that you don't have a great
revulsion to it.
No. When you say you don't taste much or smell much, you're able to describe things almost better than me, and yet
trying really hard.
Oh, is that what it is? I think I fail at finding words. But I feel like I could taste things a lot, or I just fail to.
No, but I bet you're having a much richer experience in your nose than I am.
Yeah, yeah. I think I am. I just don't know how to describe it. I'm terrible at that. All right, I'm gonna go for a dry bite.
You haven't read enough poetry. Probably.
I cheated on too many essays when I was younger. If you remember that podcast with Scott.
For the record, I'm anti-poetry. I don't know if I've done that on this podcast, but I'm fully against poetry.
The dry bite is pretty fantastic, but the chocolate is failing so bad that it's like moist with the dry bite. It nicely, you could bite into it. It's not like a crunch to all the other cookies that we've had.
Yeah, but there's no crumbliness. Mm-hmm. It's got a little hint of chewiness.
That chocolate is failing.
Yeah, chocolate flavor is not coming through. Is that what a Montauk is? Is a Montauk like a weird kind of chocolate?
I don't know.
I mean, even the chocolate on the package is a darker chocolate.
That's funny. So for the audio listeners, looking at the outside of the Pepperidge Farm bag, on the side there's a picture of just the chocolate chips, the chocolate, and it is that's probably about 5 shades darker than the chocolate that's sitting in front of us. And it's the same lighting. I mean, as in, is it 5 shades? That's probably bad. Probably three shades darker.
You sound very racist right now.
All right, I'm going to go for a dunk.
I like the consistency and the chewiness and the texture of this a lot. Mm-hmm. I love it. The flavor's not... flavor's got something weird about it. There's some kind of artificial vibe.
Mm-hmm. Artificial butter, like you said, maybe.
Yeah, there's some weird vibe in here. But it's weird because this is a popular cookie, so presumably millions of people are buying this Montauk and eating. Like they can't wait to bite into this.
I'm giving our audio listeners. I just took a dunked bite, and my eyebrows are coming down. I got a frown with my lips.
He looks like a father who can't understand but still disapproves of what his daughter is doing right now.
Don't dance on that pole. It's not a new exercise.
Doesn't matter if TikTok says so.
It's weird that the dunked flavor is somehow causing the artificial butter or artificial chocolate to feel more artificial, to taste more artificial.
There's like an oiliness to this, right? Yeah. I think because it wasn't dry to begin with, then there's not a lot of milk soaking in like you would on a dry cookie. It's not remarkably changing the consistency.
I was going in completely biased. I thought this was going to be like a 5, 6, or 7 out of a 7.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm having
all your biases are being destroyed right now.
It is. I'm having a.
The dunk's not working. It's like if you were at a football game and you poured Gatorade on the coach, but it was already raining. So that may be the worst analogy I've ever had.
Yeah, because maybe he wore like a he wore a storm a what do they call the level 1 hurricane? Like he wore a jacket ready for that, and then you did the Gatorade bucket.
A super rain jacket.
Yeah.
Is there PUBG levels for your level of rain gear? Level 5 armor. Yeah, I wouldn't plow through a pack of these.
Man, I had my hopes so high. I feel bad for being so biased going into this.
Does it have a story or something about what it's supposed to taste like? I mean, they were very careful when they baked it. On the package, it says baked with care.
Damn. I thought this was going to go higher. Oh, man.
How do you describe? It's a weird taste to me.
I want to say artificial. I don't know how to.
Yeah. I mean, they don't call it a chocolate chip cookie. They call it a Montauk. So maybe a Montauk is not supposed to taste like a chocolate chip cookie.
Though, okay, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So for our audience, we're comparing these cookies on enjoyment level, right? So if you're looking for any type of chocolate chip cookie, that's what we're going for.
Don't enjoy this one.
I would say the dry tasted better than the wet, but it's not as good as I wanted it to be. I want to try to figure out that artificial flavor thing. I have no idea how.
Talking about the Pepperidge Farm one? Is that what you're eating right now?
Pepperidge Farms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like anything Pepperidge Farm. All their stuff tastes whack.
I want to say they have a brownie dark chocolate soft baked cookie that I would love to chomp on that. If they have some combination of that, with nuts in it. Hey, if Pepperidge Farm, if you can make my cookie, I need a brownie cookie with dark chocolate and maybe walnuts in it. That sounds pretty delicious. Chunky, chewy.
Damn.
Oh, it's too bad you don't have any grandma's cookies. Remember those grandma cookies? Those also came out of vending machines. You get a pack of 2. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
They used to make oatmeal raisin flavor.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip.
I remember they were pretty good.
Yeah. They've also changed over the years as the inflation and ingredients and...
Hey, Emmett.
He's going to throw them away.
I just threw away a half cookie of, or about a half cookie of the Montauk.
Are these the most expensive per ounce?
I actually don't remember the price.
That's probably like $1.17 worth of cookie. You just
I don't think it was
shit
that
canned
much.
it. It's 87 cents worth of Montauk.
Oh my goodness. It kills me. I think I'm going to give that a 2.
I also give it a 2.
That kills me. I thought it was going to go higher. I thought it was going to go way higher. I thought it was going to be a 4, a 5, a 6.
I can tell you we're not making any friends at Pepperidge Farms right now.
Hey, Pepperidge Farm, you want to sponsor us? Don't think about calling us.
No, sponsor us and your rating will go very high. I will sell out. Especially if you make with an Emmett. You know, replace this shit. Make an Emmett. That's fucking brownie cookie with dark chocolate and walnuts.
All right. So which one, is there a way to figure out which one we got was the best cookie from the scoring?
Yeah, we're going to do our double scores. Oh, you want me to add them up?
Sure.
Famous Amos, we've got a 6. Great Value Chippers, we've got an 8. Look at that. OG Chips Ahoy, we've got a 9. Keebler Chips Deluxe is a 7. And the Montauk coming in strong at a 4 for your totals.
So
We've tallied the results.
I'm gonna double it up for be similar to the Rhett and Link scores.
We're adjusting. What do you call that? We're calibrating to Rhett and Link mythical scores.
So Mrs.
What's that?
Fields cookie. Did I not? I thought I.
They get lost in the beef jerkies.
Maybe I. Wow. Did I miss out on
Isn't that the
Field?
one at the mall? Can you get them in a package?
I think you can get them in the package. Yeah, I thought so.
You can get a whole cookie cake. Did you just make up Mrs. Fields, or was that on one of the shows that they tested?
It's one of the ones that they tested.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
I don't recall seeing Mrs. Field in a package at the store.
I thought I did, but either way, we don't have it. So
Okay.
So they actually gave Mrs. Fields a 17 points out of 20 on theirs.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, and then Famous Amos was 15 out of 20. Famous Amos for us, you wrote Famous Anus. We gave
Say it on the internet.
a
Jesus.
12 out of 20. So our scoring, it looks like our scoring of cookies is a lot lower than theirs, but
Because we wanted chewy cookies coming in.
and then Chips Ahoy, they gave 13. We gave 18. So we swapped their Famous Amos and Chips Ahoy. Chips Ahoy was our number 1. Our number 2 was the Great Value Chippers.
Well, that was the closest facsimile of a Chips Ahoy. That was the closest knockoff.
I kind of messed up this list. I thought I thought they reviewed
Our chip data is garbage. Our cookie data.
All right, so then their Keebler, they give it 11 points out of 20. We gave Keebler 14 out of 20. So kind of close. Pepperidge Farm, they gave 7 out of 20, and we only gave 8 out of 20. So that's...
Oh.
I feel like we're kind of in line with Rhett and Link.
But who's buying these then? Because they're an upscale cookie then, right?
And Joe won't even buy them. He stays away from all Pepperidge Farm stuff.
No, I'm not a big fan of Pepperidge Farm. It's overpriced.
They have. Don't they make one called a Milano? That's I don't know how to describe it. It's oval shaped.
I like those ones. That thin chocolate thing in the middle.
Yeah, I like that in the dark chocolate version, and they have a double stuffed dark chocolate Milano.
Oh, I haven't tried that one.
Pepperidge Farms, I got you. Double stuffed dark chocolate Milano, 100%. That would get a 30 out of 20.
Milano good. Montauk no good.
Yeah.
All right.
For our listening audience, it was very natural for me to tabulate these results on a piece of paper because my degree is in accounting. But what it looks like is Liem tabulating like this giant spreadsheet.
Like a
data.
software engineer overcomplicating shit.
Yeah, we're back to caveman days here with pen and paper.
So if you can find Mrs. Fields, I remember seeing it in a package at the store.
Okay.
At some point in my life. I feel like I've seen it. So Rhett and Link gave that a 17 out of 20. So that was better than, it was the best cookie, according to them.
Oh, so we have something to look forward to.
Yeah. We got to find
My life will get better.
Mrs. Fields cookies. All right. You guys want to do beef jerky?
Beef jerky time.
All right. Let's take all these cookies away.
I don't think I've eaten this many cookies in one sitting since I was a child. I've practiced some form of restraint when it comes to sweets in general. I think I might carry these around in my truck and give them to the people at the off-ramps that are looking for alcohol money. Thank you, sir. But I think this whole thing is skewed by the problem that I actually want a brownie no matter what. You know, if you can make a brownie in the shape of a cookie, then you would have me enjoying that cookie the most. Maybe that's where I'm effed up. I really want a brownie in the shape of a cookie. All right, Liem's dumping 18 bags of beef jerky onto the display table. This is a weird one. What is this? What is this red jerky? Oh, this is Vietnamese?
Yes.
They had me at they had me in the top half, but then you get to the bottom half, you got some Vietnamese writing.
Well, you guys got a lot of jerky. Jeez.
Jerky. This is made in El Monte down in L.A. at a California jerky factory, made in the USA. Wait, there's nothing Vietnamese about this, or is it the style?
The style.
Beef, sugar, water, syrup. The second ingredient is sugar, and the fourth ingredient is sugar. High fructose corn syrup. Oh my goodness. They put red dye in here to make it reddish.
Okay, so the way Rhett and Link did theirs is they just, similarly how we picked the Kettle brand, where we just said which one's better or worse and we ranked it. That's how they did theirs.
Ranking style?
Yeah.
Do they have all these?
So they went through about a little bit more than half, and then I grabbed a bunch extra just for the heck of it.
I'm going to shout out Cheetah Beef for their packaging. It looks like you could find this at a yacht club. This is very upscale. Like this and Fancy Soap are up there in the rich people world. Whatever's going on with this packaging, it's working for me.
All right, let's try. What beef jerky do you have, Joe?
I have this Tillamook smoked original.
Okay, and then you have the other ones.
Yeah,
No.
zero sugar. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Tillamook for zero sugar.
All right, let's.
Probably
right.
a fuck ton of salt.
I think Emmett, we're gonna try about 5 or 6, and then we're gonna jump to the Tillamook.
Yeah, but the scientists have discovered that salt is not that bad for you. It doesn't lead to more heart attacks or anything. This is not medical advice. I am not a medical doctor. But salt's fine. Eat all the salt you want.
All right, we're gonna start.
Diabetes is your real problem.
We're gonna start with the Oberto original beef jerky.
If you can figure out obesity, then worry about salt. But if you're overweight, don't worry about salt until you figure out the weight. Holy cow. This is literally like what? $130 worth of beef jerky?
You might it might be closer to almost 200.
Oberto. I have seen Oberto in vending machines before. I don't know why I'm on a vending machine kick, but the smaller 3-ounce pack. One of my college days.
Sink it.
It's got a nice smells like fresh meat. No MSG in this. I like MSG a lot. It says they added natural smoke flavor.
Interesting. If you didn't say that, I would say this artificial flavoring, whatever I get, I think that's that smoke flavor that they put in there.
It's natural smoke flavor, bro.
Is it really?
That's what it says on the front.
With natural smoke flavor.
You don't want unnatural smoke.
It tastes like an artificial flavor to me. Maybe I'm using the word artificial for something that I can't describe that doesn't taste that great.
Does it taste like they hung this meat over some smoke? Is that what original smoking was? Would you dry out meat over a heat source? Is that what smoking stuff is?
No,
Indirect. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, go for it.
It's where you let the smoke indirectly kind of cook it and heat it. Like it's in the area of the smoke. Like the heat source is here, your meat's here, but the smoke still goes over there. That's what smoking is.
But you're not cooking the meat?
You are, but with the heat of the smoke, not the heat of the heat source. So not with the heat of whatever is generating not directly, I guess, like.
Okay.
Like I said, here's like your actual heat source, whether that's wood chips, propane, doesn't really matter. And then it's heating something that's creating smoke. That smoke is heated, and that smoke is what's cooking your meat.
Isn't that kind of a waste, or are you doing something else on the fire?
Oh, no, it's not a waste because it creates the new flavor, and you get the heat still. But it's being heated indirectly. It's like what we were talking about, sous videing, or what is that thing called? We put it in a bag.
Sous vide.
Sous vide, yeah. It's similar to that, how like you're using a different way of heating it. It's still heating it either way, right? The energy's still getting to the food one way or the other, but it creates a different texture, a different flavor profile. It's the same idea. You
explained that very elegantly, and I will accept your explanation. As much as I want to say that you should put the meat on the fire.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought beef jerky and or smoking meat was a way to preserve.
Yes.
Okay, so this isn't. It's not exactly made. Originally, it wasn't made for flavor. It was a way to preserve, and then now we've turned it into a whole culture of.
Well, because we're not on the Oregon Trail dying of dysentery in a wagon.
Yeah.
Anymore. Well,
and jerky doesn't have to be smoked. It can just be dehydrated normally.
Oh, back in the day, Aunt Cam, she bought this some sort of smoking machine. It was, I don't know what it was. You plug it into the wall, but it was just this contraption that had a bunch of levels where you could put meat and then another layer of meat. And I think it was like a mesh bottom on each layer.
Yeah.
And you'd close it and then plug it in and it would dry it out. And she did like this hoisin sauce flavored on the meat. It was fantastic.
Because you're Vietnamese and you like hoisin sauce to begin with.
Yeah, unfortunately. It was good. It was really good.
Are you saying that every 4 years a fad kitchen appliance comes around?
Air fryer is the one right now?
Yeah. Remember when everybody was baking their own bread? Is anybody baking bread anymore?
Yeah.
It's always this fad cycle, right?
Yeah, Instant Pots were a few years ago. Now it's all about the air fryers.
Yeah.
Hand-pulled noodles right now.
Yeah.
People want to make their own noodles?
Pasta.
I don't know how to rate this. I like it.
There's a dryness to it, and
we're just saying whichever ones you like better.
Yeah. So I guess we don't have to rank it. This right now is number one currently because there's
number 1 out of 1. Original Oberto.
All right, the next one will be.
I mean, is that a Hispanic name? Who's Oberto? Oh, they got a picture of Oberto on the back. He's wearing like a old timey cowboy bartender vest kind of get up here. Oberto, bro. Oh, 1918. This is older than Famous Amos.
I'm trying not to eat much because I'm afraid of how much we got to go.
Oh, but it's too expensive to throw in the trash?
It's decent enough to not throw away.
You can throw it back in the bag. As long as you didn't make love to that piece.
Well, here, I'll pull off this where my mouth was on it.
Oh, yeah. Take note, kids. This is how you avoid STDs.
Next one will be...
Pull your meat.
Emmett is not a doctor. Do not take his advice. Do not take his medical
How
advice.
come people always disqualifying all of my medical wisdom?
Is there a chef's choice or chef's cut? Or chef's cut?
Chef's cut. I got Larissa's Kitchen.
Oh, here we go. All right.
I'm gonna rank this. I'm gonna rank this right behind the Yacht Club one. It's nice packaging. Maybe I
Well,
just
how
like
about
blue.
this one?
Yeah, it's a different vibe. It doesn't give you the
Okay.
Yacht Club vibe. This is
Okay.
a rich people fancy soap vibe.
Okay.
It is nice packaging.
This is a rich neighborhood over here.
Okay. So next one we're going to try is Chef's Cut. Chef's Cut Real Jerky Company. Original recipe.
What is the brand, like El Matador or something, or what's with that bull on there? Or Chef's Cut is the brand?
I think Chef's Cut is the brand.
Oh, is it Real Jerky Company? Oh, okay. I don't know. All right, figure it out on your own internet.
Tender and premium cuts.
If you want to see us keep eating food, please like and subscribe harder. push the like. Oh, what do I do with my old piece? Oh,
Ooh, the smell.
it smells more like barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Is that a good description?
It's more of a...
It's got a little vinegary barbecue sauce.
I think that I don't like the vinegar smell. At first, there's that barbecue smell. Then the vinegar, it's there. The vinegar is pretty strong. The smell of the vinegar. At first, I liked it. Now I don't.
The texture is very soft, and I expect my jerky to be more jerky. This is softer than a jerky should be. If I was traveling across the Midwest in a wagon, I wouldn't trust the Chef's Cut to last past the Mississippi River.
This vinegar is kind of too much for me. I don't like. Interesting. I don't like vinegar that much.
It tastes like it's simulating actual barbecue meat. Like if you went to a barbecue joint, but it happens to be a barbecue sauce I don't like. It is. You know what? The vinegar just keeps coming through. It keeps coming on strong.
So YouTube audience, if you like vinegar, try this Chef's Cut. If you don't, stay away from it.
Or if you want to pretend you're at a barbecue joint. Oh yeah, not much.
You know, if that vinegar wasn't there,
Oh, here's Matador. I'm sorry.
if the vinegar wasn't there so that strong, I could easily see this being way better than Oberto's. But just because of that vinegar,
The texture's wrong.
I don't mind the texture. It's tender. I agree. I know what you're saying. Typical beef jerky is supposed to be tough,
Yeah.
but I don't mind tender beef jerky.
You don't want a tender linebacker. You want Ray Lewis. Wait, is Ray Lewis a linebacker? Was that the Baltimore Ravens? Did I get the name right?
Ray Lewis. What was he? Man, I don't.
Sugar Ray Leonard?
I don't remember.
All right, skip that. I'm not a sports expert. Please disregard.
or a medical expert.
I'm not a sports doctor. Disregard anything I'm saying.
I like how tender it is, but the flavor, I'm gonna rank it before Oberto's for the vinegar.
You like the flavor better? No. Okay. This is the poor neighborhood. This is good.
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, I'm not allowed to talk about poor neighborhoods.
Ooh. Yeah.
I am a professional at something. And there's laws.
Crave or field trip? Crave or field trip?
What?
Crave or field trip? I thought I remember buying both.
Tillamook. Jack Links.
Huh. I thought I remember buying Crave.
Somebody stole some of your beef jerky?
Wow.
Is it
Okay.
beef thief? I don't think ever before on the internet has somebody said beef thief. I do not see.
All right. So, all right, we'll skip those. So then that leaves Jack Links and Country Archer.
Oh, I got Jack Links. Wait, is Chuda beef not on your? Is Chuda beef?
I'm gonna save that for later.
Is that on your list though?
Not Rhett and Link didn't try that one, so we're adding on their list.
Oh, you got to a fancy store that they can't get to.
No, I just bought something that they didn't buy. They didn't try out.
Gotcha.
Oh, I thought I. Comments code. Oh, there's Archer. We'll do.
I totally did not look at that one that was right in front of my belly.
All right, so we'll go Jack Links first.
Jack Links is a popular American staple. Easy to find this at most stores, including Walmart.
Yep. Oh, that's huge. I should get a small one. There we go. Smells like beef.
It smells like beef. I would hope so.
Looks like beef. It's got a little bit of a translucent vibe to it. It's got good texture.
I would say I smell sweetness. Is there sugar on the packaging?
Yes, 6 grams
6
per
grams of
1
sugar.
ounce. I don't taste strong sugar. In fact, I don't taste strong anything.
This is my favorite one so far.
Really? Mm-hmm. I want this to be a little bit tougher.
I like that it's tender.
I want it to be a little bit meatier, a little bit more saltier, and a little bit more pepper. I want more
Pepper's
salt.
always good on jerky.
Yeah, I want salt, pepper.
Interesting. So maybe I'm more of I'm more into sweet. So maybe I'm biasedly picking
Sweeter?
things that are sweeter.
Yeah, so is America. That's why they keep putting sugar in all these. I mean, look at this this Vietnamese one. It's clearly syrupy in the package. It's like it's in sugar.
All right. Where would you rank this between the next?
I think I like the Oberto a little better myself. If you like it better, you're very definite on liking this better.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
If you and I were sitting in a class, you could have the Jack Links, and I would take the Oberto.
Mm-hmm. To you, is it that the Oberto isn't sweet? Do you think that's the factor, or because it's also tougher?
The texture's a little better, and it's got a little bit more of a meaty flavor. To me, this one seems to have a lack of flavor in my tongue.
I wouldn't say if I had to describe it, not that it has a lack of flavor. It's just it is sweet. So maybe that's probably my bias, the sweet bias. Okay, let's go for Country Archer.
Country Archer. So out in the country somewhere, somebody with a bow and arrow has shot a cow and made beef jerky. I wish I could remember. In San Diego, I spent a lot of time at the La Jolla Comedy Club.
I'll bring your.
I spent a lot of time at the La Jolla Comedy Club in San Diego. And one of the comedians down there had a joke about being Indian and worshiping cows. And at some point, the punchline of the joke was, "Oh, you made beef jerky out of my God." Sorry, I would give credit to that comic. I just can't remember. Too many decades ago. Wasn't Tony Calabrese. Probably wasn't Scott Bowman. Definitely wasn't that fan.
You could smell the pepper. You could taste the pepper. I would say this is on the more tender side compared to Oberto.
Oh, it has a good chewy jerkiness. That's good jerk.
Interesting.
Yeah. I like the pepper a lot. This is my favorite so far.
Yep, let's put that in front of Jack Links.
Really?
Yep.
Oh. Archer.
I like the complexity of that pepper in there. It has sugar, right? It tastes a little
It has
bit.
natural smoke flavor. Natural smoke flavoring added. Sugar. We got 4 grams per ounce. So less sugar. That one's 9, right?
This one's 6. This one's 6.
The way you were holding that bag, from my perspective, for a second, it was like ass-fed jerky.
Ass. Can you taste the grass in this grass-fed beef?
No.
There's nothing artificial about this flavor, right? I love the texture of it. It's jerky. I want to chew on something jerky.
No artificial flavors. Now, when you say jerky, I'm thinking like if I'm doing a 6 hour, 9 hour drive, sometimes I would prefer, or I would actually sometimes prefer a really tough jerky. Then I would drive in and just chewing and working at it
like a dog.
Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Do you ever like a?
I don't have to be driving to prefer a jerky. I want this jerky to feel like an off-road tire rolling over a boulder, not like rolling into the mud. This one over here, it felt like a tire rolling into the mud to me.
I think for me, a problem with the tender jerkies is I'll just plow through them because I like the flavor. I just keep on eating and eating and eating.
Yeah. It's good. I've been in the gym the last 3 days. I've hit the gym 3 days in a row, which is pretty good. But it's good that I can utilize all this protein to my muscles. I don't think the chocolate chip cookies are doing me any good, though.
All right, so far, Rhett and Link ranked Country Archer #1.
They did also?
Yep.
Those guys have great taste.
Wait, which bag of jerky did you have?
Tillamook.
I have a Tillamook.
Let's do the Tillamook. Oh, wait. Oh, no, sorry. We're going to do Tillamook next. That's correct.
I have to stop myself from eating more of this.
Then they rated Chef's Cut, the vinegar one, as #2. And we don't like vinegar, so that's just...
Look, our Country Archer has a wooden spoonful of peppercorns on their packaging. Mm-hmm. That makes me want it more.
It did taste... You could smell the pepper and taste the pepper. So they rated Chef's Cut #2, the vinegar one.
Really?
Jack Link's #3.
Yeah.
Oberto's #4. Crave #5. Field Trip #6. So let's go to Tillamook and see where that ranks up.
Oh, the two we didn't have are low on Rhett and Link's, or was it high on Rhett and Link's?
It was low on Rhett and Link's.
Oh, good. So we didn't miss the garbage.
Yeah. Well, so except for, I mean, I guess we seem to be closer in line with Rhett and Link, I think. All right, Joe, you want to open your Tillamook?
Show me your Tillamook. So Tillamook is a cheese factory out near Portland.
What do you know about Tillamook, Joe?
It's a city. It's famous for its cheeses and meats. They make really good cheese, high quality stuff.
We visited Portland one time. It's probably like a long weekend. I don't think it was a full week, but we drove out to the Tillamook factory down on the coast.
Let's go for it.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the perfect size piece.
Dink, and sink it.
And on our way down there, it's a lot of like forest. It's like you're driving through it'd be prime forest to cut down to make lumber. Like if you were looking for lumber, you'd want to cut down these trees. But
They do.
yeah, so there's plenty of forest left. And in the middle of the forest between Portland and Tillamook was a roadside coffee stand where they'd cleared out maybe half an acre of dirt. And you drive up and it was one of those bikini coffee stands. Ooh. Yeah. And so we pulled up. I probably shouldn't say too much; might get the girl in trouble. Although this was probably 10 years ago. So we pulled up, and we were in a rental car, and she had pulled aside her bottom, like she was wearing like a bikini bottom, and she had pulled aside so that she was exposing a lot of herself through the drive-up window. And she was like, "Oh, hi guys!" Like she was expecting one of her regulars, and then she very smoothly replaced her undergarment to cover up her.
So you think your car just happened to look like one of the regulars or something?
I bet. Yeah, we were in some kind of like rental, Impala or something. She probably thought it was George.
Good old George.
He was a good tipper, I guess. All right, so we're on Tillamook. So I'm already biased to like Tillamook because I've been to the factory.
Or you're talking about a girl half naked, so of course you're gonna like it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about beef jerky.
This one's tender.
Well, mine's a little bit different than yours. I have zero sugar.
I like zero sugar a lot.
Oh. Okay, so we got different.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, this one's spicy though. This one has a lot of kick.
Is it supposed to be kicky? Supposed to be spicy?
This is original beef jerky, man. It's spicy.
Heavy pepper.
Yeah. They use a celery salt, I guess, from the ingredients. Wow.
Yep. Some of the peppers coming through. But yours is you said it's original flavor, huh?
Yeah, original flavor, just 0 sugar.
This has a good chewiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
So this has 7 grams of sugar.
It says 0.
On yours, by chance, Joe, does it have like in your ingredients? Is there like
No, his is different. Okay, sorry.
No, it's original, just 0 sugar.
Is there by chance? Is there what is it? The artificial sugars, like in the ingredient?
Stevia? No.
Nope. Soy sauce, beef broth,
Sucralose.
vinegar, celery powder, garlic powder, and salt. That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I love when they
Wow.
put soy sauce in a beef jerky.
My lord.
It doesn't make any sense to me, but I like it.
Why does it not make sense to you?
Well, soy sauce is made out of soybeans, right? So if you're in the Oregon Trail days,
Oh, okay. Well, I don't eat to try. Well, I don't think about trying to be historically correct in any way when I eat.
yeah, I'm just saying it's weird that there's soy sauce on it. It tastes fantastic,
Okay. Yeah.
but I don't like the one that Joe's eating. It says beef jerky on the package, no sugar, right? And it's exactly what it's giving you. It's giving you beef with no sugar.
Beef and beef salt.
Yeah. So this one does have a sweet vibe to it. I like it's got a little better chew than the Oberto.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it, Joe?
I'm just too busy crying from the peppers.
Yeah.
He really is a spicy wimp.
God damn.
I could plow a bag of that Tillamook, no sugar. I had to stop myself from buying it because I can't afford it now.
Yeah, this bag was like $16.
Yeah, I mentally cannot afford the inflation.
We give it a 7 out of 10. It's good. It's good. The beef itself is good quality beef.
Yeah, I think I might give this
This is a good
an
beef.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where would you rank this, Emmett, on those?
Me personally, I would have this above the Oberto, and I would have this. I would have the Jack Links behind Oberto. This would be me.
Okay.
Something about this Archer is just hitting. This Archer Farms is hitting
He's going in for
Good Lord.
thirds.
It's got a perfect jerkiness, perfect beefiness.
All right, we got a lot to plow through. Holy shit, 2 hours and 30. What? 2 hours and 30 minutes? Jesus Christ, we haven't even hit. We got more. Fuck.
I need protein for my games.
I was afraid that. Remember earlier when I said 1 hour podcast? I didn't know we were gonna go freaking 3 hours.
Are you going to run out of memory for video storage? This Archer's got a little bit more pepper kick too.
I think I forgot to clear out the chips. So
eat faster.
fuck.
Let's do ice cream after this. I need something to fucking cleanse my palate. Jesus Christ.
Shit, how do we plow through all this?
I would do
Or-
a different episode of all these other jerkies.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
To be continued.
I think the only one.
You get one more.
Let me double check. So their Sporked website.
Spork you.
They tested the Old Trapper. They tested this Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah.
I was thinking about trying that, and they also tested this one, the Great Value,
Yeah.
but it's not from the Good Mythical More episode. So I guess we could save it all for
No,
later.
pick one of these to go head to head against our Fab Five over here.
It's got a. I think it's Ultra. I think if I remember correctly, they picked
You're gonna
Old
Trapper?
Trapper. Let me
Okay,
actually here. Let me look at what their top one was, and then we'll go with that.
You're trying to go high?
Yeah. So they went Old Trapper. So let's see how.
Oh, can it knock out Country Archer? All right, so we'll save these other weird ones for.
Another time.
Yeah.
And then we'll try to get to ice cream.
Ice cream. We're clearing the decks. My mind is getting clearer now.
One, I kind of gave you a
Thanks,
a
bro.
smaller one.
This is small.
Well, compared to some,
This is the size of Illinois on a 2-page map.
dink it, sink it.
Good jerky bite.
I
Good
actually
flavor.
don't like the smell that much.
I like the salt hit right on the front end. You get some saltiness on your tongue.
Yeah, that's salt. Yeah. That tastes like more salt than the other ones.
This tastes like they actually took a steak and salted it and dehydrated and smoked it.
Get the pepper. Get the pepper taste.
It definitely tastes like I'm eating real meat.
It is tougher than I think both the Tillamook and I think the Country Archer.
Yeah, this is going to be a jaw workout.
Yeah, there you go.
If you ate a bag of this, your jaw muscles would be sore.
You could be like the apes that have, if you look at the muscles, they got some big jaw muscles.
Do gorillas like beef jerky?
They love all human food. I think I'm going to rank it after Tillamook, though.
What? I like this a lot. The saltiness is good, doing it for me.
More than Country Archer?
I don't know about that.
I'm okay putting it after Tillamook, but I don't think I would put it after Country Archer.
I'm going to say Country Archer flavor.
Yes. Yes.
Old Trapper for salty and jerkiness. Jerkiness is important to me when I'm buying a beef jerky.
So, Spork, you did a pretty decent job. You put Old Trapper up there. Old Trapper's number 2 right now. Country Archer for us is number 1.
You're rating their rating?
Yep.
We're at next level. This is meta. Well, meta means something else now.
Yeah, it's kind of, I actually kind of don't understand how Meta 4 went to Meta, like, the best. Is there usage for Meta as the best?
I thought it came from meta-analysis.
Oh, is that, I heard, Joe, what do you think?
What?
Meta, when the word meta, does it come from metaphor or meta-analysis?
In what context?
Okay, so
In the internet.
Meta? I actually don't know. I've always known it to be meta. Like
I never thought metaphor.
I've never thought metaphor either.
when you use meta, so you're talking about something that's the best or something pretty awesome up there, right?
Whenever I use the word meta, I'm thinking of more like like I don't know, like Tropic Thunder is a movie that's a meta movie about movies.
Yeah, a next level of analysis.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm completely wrong, and maybe people don't use it as a metaphor.
It's a dream within a dream.
But actually, that's confusing. Oh, I'm confusing myself because metaphor could fit in that too. A metaphor of of something else.
That'd be a meta-metaphor.
Yeah.
I feel like we really learned something here.
I don't know what.
If you're going to spend $16 on a bag of beef.
Country Archer or Old Trapper.
Yeah.
Old Trapper, if you want something a little bit tougher but flavorful. Country Archer, tender but super flavorful.
Yeah.
Tillamook, tender, flavorful.
Good. Yeah. Half pound.
All right, we're gonna jump to ice cream.
We're doing fast ice cream.
Yeah, I had so much written that I was gonna talk about GMM.
You bought 3 shopping carts worth of food, bro.
Yeah, but check out this list of things I was gonna talk about.
You're trying to summarize their whole food website in one episode.
Yeah.
Too ambitious.
Yeah. All right,
I'm going to criticize you right now on air.
All right, I don't remember how many ice creams I bought, so let's
You
go.
thought we were going to wipe through this in an hour?
I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. That was pretty stupid now to, yeah.
How do we do the ice creams? Do we just do one tasting spoon from each one?
Yeah. I think I'm going to bring out all the ice cream. Each of us can get 1 spoon, and we're just going to.
I'll get a pile of spoons and a place to discard our spoons.
Okay.
Break. Got to blame it on something. Blame it on the rain. Dude, I should do a cover of Blame It on the Rain by Milli Vanilli. Because then it'll be a fake of fake artists. I should re-release it as Milli Vanilli.
But don't they have copyrights? Wait, that's a fake.
That was the whole scandal, is that the dudes on the cover of the album weren't the people singing in the studio.
I'm probably either too dumb or too young, or both.
Too young. No, Milli Vanilli. They had a hit song called "Blame It on the Rain," and it was 2 like dreadlock looking dudes that were cool dancing around and stuff. And then they found out that recording artists in the studio were not those dreadlock guys. It was two very unimage, normal looking people that with great voices. So lucky for me, I don't have the image or the voice.
But you'd be stealing from the original still, even though you're trying to say you're stealing from Milli Vanilli.
That's what I'm saying. It's meta.
It's not, well.
It's provocative. Gets people going.
All right, Joe, what ice cream do you have?
I have a Haagen-Dazs chocolate and the Ben & Jerry chocolate therapy.
Choco.
Oh, we don't have chocolate therapy. Awesome. Okay, so let's go with the Haagen-Dazs first.
All right, I got a little mini one here.
Yep.
Even comes with its own built-in spoon.
Ooh, nice. All right, that one's the chocolate peanut butter. Is that correct?
It's just chocolate.
Oh.
Your list was terrible.
I went with the
apparently.
list.
Sorry,
I got the list very explicitly.
Sorry, I fucked up.
Lim was just on a shopping spree. He was not
I also
following
let
the
it sit
list.
for a little bit too long. It's kind of a little bit liquidy right now. It's more.
That's why we have to do this fast. Everything's gonna melt.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
so here's Haagen-Dazs chocolate peanut butter, and then Joe is doing chocolate. Go for it.
I generally don't like peanut buttery products. I got nothing against actual peanut butter, but stuff with or peanut butter flavored, I generally don't like.
Dink it, sink it. Oh, dink it.
He did. He's good. Yeah.
It's dripping everywhere. Sorry.
He has a shorter spoon. I saw him.
Yeah.
Can you smell ice cream? Haagen-Dazs has a when you pop the top.
Wow, that's very creamy.
So I taste the peanut butter kind of first. I would say it's not overpowered in the peanut butter,
Nope.
but there's a decent presence of that peanut butter. Then you get the chocolate. How would you describe your creamy chocolate?
Very rich. Tastes like it's high quality. Doesn't taste like it's artificial when you read the ingredients here. Yeah, cream, milk, sugar, cocoa.
If you had to scale it on a 1 to 10, what would you?
I give it a solid 8 or 9 in terms of quality. I mean, it's pretty fantastic.
I think quality of this one's good, but I don't like the peanut butter that much.
It's a very light chocolate flavor.
Yeah, I would agree with that compared to the peanut butter. The peanut butter is kind of strong.
Yeah, but I think most stuff like this, I would prefer it without peanut butter.
I'm going to give it a 6 or 7 out of 10.
I'm gonna be surprised if this doesn't rank low in my personal ice cream.
Out of 10, where would you scale this one?
Oh, out of 10 of all the ice creams, 10s. I'll give it a 4. It's not like I wouldn't eat it.
Okay. All right, let's go to the Ben & Jerry's, right? Is that you had Ben & Jerry's? So we got the chocolate fudge brownie, and then you had the chocolate therapy.
I love Ben & Jerry too. I eat Ben & Jerry frequently.
I love brownies so much. This is gonna slide. This is the opposite of peanut butter for me. Anytime you brownie something,
You're going to love it.
yeah. Assuming you don't do a shit job at the brownies. Look at this. I'm taking such a big spoonful.
Go for a dink when you... Is yours melted at all?
A tiny bit, not much.
Dink it. Sink it.
It's a good thing because Joe is using the plastic spoon that comes inside the lid of the tiny Haagen-Dazs. So we're in a Haagen. No, this is Ben & Jerry's.
Oh, I think you're going to like this. This is very brownie. Very...
That one's really good. The one you have I've had that one. It's very good.
Yeah, that's a good mixture. So brownie, what is different between chocolate and brownie? Brownie is just the chocolate.
It's fudgier and darker.
So fudge is butter.
Yeah.
Fudge is, I don't know if it's like 50% butter, 50% chocolate.
Well, I don't want actual fudge. I want brownie. The brownie has the chewiness to it.
This one I'm having right now has fudge in it.
That one has fudge.
I want this to have actual brownie chewy parts in it.
What would you score that, Emmett, on a scale of 10?
8.5.
I thought you were going to say 9 or 10.
Well, it's flat. There's no texture. Unless this is a piece of brownie here. I'm going to keep digging until I find a piece of brownie.
Joe, how would you rank yours and how would you describe yours?
Oh, it's brownie.
I would
9.
say mine tastes more dairy-y, if that makes sense.
Okay.
The fudge is really good. It's very, very, very chocolatey. Very chocolatey. I'd give it a solid 8.5, 9.
Okay.
Ben and Jerry's ain't popular for being terrible.
Yeah, no, it's my favorite ice cream. So like I'm already biased.
Yeah.
Every flavor they have is good.
Where are they from? Vermont?
Yeah.
Oh, Vermont. Then all the marketing's working.
I enjoy it, but I think I might just give it an 8 only. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I don't know if I would want to sit there and eat a whole can of it.
They need to chop up a brownie and mix it in there.
All right. Ben and Jerry's fish food.
Fish like the band?
Spelt like that, right?
Yeah. So the band Fish has a song that called Limb by Limb.
Has my name in there?
Yeah.
Liem?
Oh, sorry.
Liem by Liem.
Limb by limb.
I'm going to eat this Haagen Dazs while you guys do that.
Yep, go for it.
So this has got a marshmallowy vibe.
It says chocolate ice cream with gooey marshmallow swirls, caramel swirls, and fudge fish.
Oh, I want a fudge fish. Wait, is it fudge or?
Try it.
Like a chocolate.
Did you not get I think I got a piece
No,
of
I
it.
gotta go fishing for fudge fish.
I really enjoy that because it kind of does it add to the chocolate by itself.
I got a fudge fish.
I love chocolate, but I still want something with it. I love chocolate and almonds together. I love chocolate on strawberries.
The fudge fish is like a goldfish cracker, but made out of Oreo stuff. Oreo cookie.
No, bite into it. I think to me it's just a solid piece of
Oh, it's chocolate.
Yeah, it's just solid
I
chocolate.
take that back. I started describing it before I even ate it, and I'm an idiot.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
It's like a giant piece of chocolate.
I'm going to go with the 9 out of 10. Actually, I don't know if I would go 10 out of 10. I'm going to go 9 out of 10. It's great, but I don't think there's other ice cream I like better than this. That's the only reason why I won't give it a 10 out of 10.
I like the chocolate chip fish a lot. I generally am not huge on marshmallowy and caramelly. What happens is I'll eat this and then I want it to be a rocky road is what I really want. See, then that's a training from growing up, I think, because I've had rocky road when I was a kid.
No, but when I there's a point in my life, point in everyone's life. No, there's a point where you kind of start ranking things and you try enough of things throughout your life. And at some point I chose Rocky Road as one of my top 5s.
Yeah.
I don't think it was because of some type of,
You know what? Old people like rum raisin. In their mind, rum raisin is the fanciest, most delicious ice cream you can get. It has to do with time periods.
I forgot, should we do, so it's fish food number 1 or, you think you like this one better than fish food?
Personally, if I had to sit in front of the TV and plow one of these, I would eat the chocolate fudge brownie one.
Okay. And then fish food
slightly,
and then
but yeah.
chocolate peanut butter.
Yeah. If you were going to force me to polish off one of those, I would choose the chocolate fudge brownie. And I say that because I'm trying to avoid sugar in general, so it's hard for me to eat a lot of sweet stuff.
Joe, on your chocolate therapy and chocolate, which one did you like better?
I like the chocolate therapy.
Chocolate therapy. What was in the chocolate therapy?
Yeah, what made it therapy?
Chocolate ice cream with chocolate, cookies, swirls of chocolate fudge ice cream.
Cookies and
So
fudge.
it's really
I mean.
chocolatey.
Yeah.
A lot of chocolate in every bite.
Okay.
If you get a dark chocolate brownie with nuts, that's my jam.
Yeah. I think nuts is sort of nuts. I like nuts, but it's kind of powerful.
These nuts?
These nuts can overpower chocolate, but you got to do the right combo. Enough chocolate to overpower the nuts. Then I really like it.
So we're now going to a Blue Bunny super fudge brownie. So Haagen Dazs is a high-end brand that costs more than your average ice cream. Ben & Jerry's costs more than your average ice cream. Is Blue Bunny a middle of the road or a great value?
I think great value.
It's a budget. You want more ice cream for your money.
They're like a food service level of ice cream. Like that's the kind of thing like a restaurant would be buying.
Is this the smallest size of Blue Bunny you can get? Is this half quart tubber?
Are you prejudging this Blue Bunny?
No, I'm going in with the full analysis. I'm sorry, I'm holding up your.
Oh no, it's fine. I think it's.
Oh,
fun. I felt like you're dink it.
This is a very soft texture. Is this supposed to be soft? It's almost like soft serve.
The aftertaste really dies out quick. You get that chocolate flavor and it goes away.
There's like a puffy, poofy
texture.
Yeah. Is it filled with air? I think they filled this with air.
To sell more.
Yeah. Is it light? Maybe it's like 30% air.
That chocolate kind of dies out quick to some sort of aftertaste. It's a subtle, mild thing. I don't really care for. I don't know how to describe.
It's all the ice cream you're missing when you hit the air. Is it lower calorie? 220 for 2/3 of a cup. They want you to eat 2/3 of a cup of this at a time. 350. Oh, it is lower calorie. 350. 390. Holy cow. 440. Okay, so as you go up they all measure in 2/3 of a cup. I'm going to go with the air theory because how could you get less calories without puffing it full of air?
But it wouldn't be the cup.
Because air is 0 calories.
But when they do the cup, is it the density?
Is cup a volume or a weight?
The volume.
Ah.
You could have a cup of lead. You could have a cup of flour. They're going to weigh very different amounts.
See, people said Americans are stupid at science.
So where would you rank this Blue Bunny?
I liked it. I mean, I like less sugar, and that has more air and less sugar.
Would you put it ahead of fish food?
I would. Personally, yeah. I mean, I could eat an equivalent amount of Super Fudge Brownie Blue Bunny, but I couldn't eat that whole tub of Blue Bunny versus the fish food.
All right, I think we're going to unfortunately I don't know if there's a way to share the Oreo one.
Why not?
Okay. I don't mind.
I'll bite off your bite.
Yeah, I don't mind biting off your bite. I don't care.
Yeah. I'm sure we've kissed the same girl before. No, probably not. No, I can't think of a single time.
Unless our mom or aunts kissed us. Wait, no, then they
yeah. I try not to kiss them on the lips.
Well, when you're like 5 years old, you don't remember that stuff.
Okay, this Oreo, it's not much for presentation. It doesn't look fancy. It looks like a clump of Oreo up on a stick, on a popsicle stick. It's got some moon crater kind of vibe to it. So I'm going in expecting Oreo flavor, right?
So,
very soft.
The outside cookie portion has it's almost soft. I don't know if it's because it's been sitting out for. I doubt it's been enough time. I don't know.
No, it's only been a couple minutes. Yeah. It was in the package.
There's a softness to it, but then there's enough crunch where it reminds me of an Oreo cookie.
There's a chalkiness to Oreo cookies that this is capturing very well. And it's got a very fluffy cookies and cream interior.
Yeah.
I'm again generally not into Oreo flavored stuff. I do like cookies and cream ice cream though, because it doesn't have the chalky. The chalky's not my vibe.
I enjoy that, but I don't think I enjoy it more than
the fudge brownie.
Fudge brownie from Ben & Jerry's. Chocolate fudge brownie. I enjoy it more than the Blue Bunny. I probably don't enjoy it more than the fish food. So it's somewhere in the middle for me.
Yeah, I would go fudge brownie. I would go Ben & Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie, Blue Bunny super fudge brownie, then Oreo stick, then fish food, then Haagen-Dazs. Boom.
Awesome. Let's get these back in the freezer real quick. Oh, wait, we saw another one. Breyers Chocolate.
Thought we were done. That was going to be a very clean wrap up there. Is there going to be like some final thoughts here where you display some wisdom, or?
I think we should. I don't know how. Let's do this last one and then we'll think about it after we put these away. Dink it, sink it.
The wisdom is to enjoy what you have in front of you, not to go around trying to find the best flavor of everything, because then you just be disappointed with everything.
there's some good wisdom there. I was not expecting to like Breyers. Right now, I am enjoying Breyers.
Oh, it's tasty.
Yeah.
It's just a very straightforward chocolate.
Yeah, it's just chocolate.
Just if you want just chocolate, this is it.
Huh. It is not as chocolatey
Yeah.
as these other ones.
As the fudge brownie ones.
But because it's just chocolate by itself, it's not fighting anything. It doesn't need to be more chocolatey, and it's enjoyable by itself.
Yeah, straightforward. It's like a V8 engine.
I'm going to take another bite. Right now, I'm enjoying this a lot. I was not expecting this. I thought Ben & Jerry's would blow it away.
Does it taste different as you get deeper? Oh, it's a little less icy.
That is really enjoyable right now. Right this second, oddly, Breyers is number one for me right now.
Plain and simple?
Yeah, I don't think I would normally answer that.
Yeah.
I'm going for a fourth.
I'm just going for diabetes.
All right, let's go. Put these back, and we'll be right back.
Cut. For our listening audience, I brought over a Santa-shaped coffee mug, and Santa has collected all of our used ice cream tasting spoons.
Is it racist for me to ask you, is that a black Santa?
It is a black Santa. And I saw Black Santa, and I had to buy to support the notion that why does Santa have to be white?
Yeah, and or Jesus.
Well, but I thought Santa was from like Germany. Wasn't it like evil Sinterklaas? I don't know. Is this talk going to get us banned anyway?
It seems like we're getting banned on YouTube anyways.
Yeah, all this controversial shit you're talking about. Well, no, but when I saw it, I thought that was odd because I hadn't seen that before. But then I thought, where's my Asian Santa? Where's Mexican Santa? So I don't know.
I like it.
But I mean, Santa's a character, right? Does he have to have every ethnicity? Like the Grinch is just green. He doesn't have to be every ethnicity of Grinch. Is it okay for characters to just have an ethnicity?
I don't know how to answer that. Legos are yellow, so are Legos internationally?
No, they're from Northern Europe. They should be taller. All right, we strayed very far from the ice cream talk.
All right, so what have we learned about Good Mythical Morning and their foods? I feel like we've...
Wait, weren't we supposed to dip something in sour cream?
Yeah, we did. There's so much more that we haven't gotten to.
Okay. We learned that they're just eating a lot of food.
They're eating a lot of food, testing it out, and some of it is very weird stuff that turns out to be, they say delicious, and some of it's weird and gross, and they say it's gross. So we kind of learn some of the weird things that taste good, and
so they like vinegary stuff more than we do.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting take from it, because if you just watch the show, I had no idea how to judge that. So that's an interesting perspective that we could share with the audience.
Yeah. Do you know if you like vinegary stuff or do you like sugary stuff? Maybe ketchup has enough sugar in it to counteract the vinegar.
Yeah.
So that you forget there's a tomato altogether.
Yes. It's sugar with a little bit of tomato.
Fair enough.
Joe, any thoughts on everything that we went through today?
What did we learn?
Oh man, what a combination of flavors. My mouth is very confused right now.
We learned that you need to eat more salad and vegetables, you slobs.
Yeah, no shit.
How come it's not varieties of cucumbers we could be eating?
Or whiskey.
So I mean, there was a lot of stuff I was going to discuss, but we ran out of time. Like on their show, they do a lot of different foods, not just sweet and meat. They'll do a recent segment I think they did with Kelly? What's the morning talk show girl with Kelly and
Regis,
the new person,
Kelly Ripa,
and
I don't know.
It went to, I think they had a football player, then they went to a new guy now.
Michael Strahan.
It was Michael Strahan, and now it's a new guy.
I got everything but the actual answer.
So I don't watch any of that stuff, so I have no idea.
Anyway, so Grant and Link.
I don't either, so I don't know how I know it.
They're about to have a TV series from Discovery Plus or something, or Food Network Plus. And then they're getting all over Jimmy Fallon, Kelly, and whatnot. And they did.
They're going prime time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, would you consider?
Well, like broadcast TV.
Yeah, they've been on the Late Show and stuff before. They've been on TV.
No, but they're going to get their own show on cable.
I think that was it Food Plus or Discovery Plus?
We're burping our way through
our
wrap up.
Sorry, audience.
If you ever burped chocolate chip cookie, beef jerky, and ice cream together with jalapeno chips, it's an interesting concoction.
So they did a segment where it was dessert items on salad or dessert toppings. What was it? On salad or salad toppings on dessert. And you would think it'd sound gross, and it actually all kind of worked out. So like salad, you would have strawberries, you could have peanuts.
I've had strawberries on salads before.
Yeah. So the strawberries and on ice cream is easy to think of.
I've had apple slices and pear slices on salads.
Yeah, and then ice cream with apples would probably be fine. Apples and pears.
I like ham on my salad.
Then they went on the Jimmy.
Basically anything that helps me forget that I'm eating a pile of lettuce. It's good. Ranch, hit me with the ranch.
So it's not all gross foods and not all meaty foods. So they did a mixture of stuff with so they have the Mythical kitchen. They do a lot of concoctions. So
I was really scared coming into this. I thought I was going to be eating a bunch of gross combinations.
That's what I thought we were going to be doing. That's why I only bought like one of everything. I didn't realize we're doing a tier list.
Oh, you're like, if I don't have all this stuff, then I won't have to combine such weird shit.
I had everything that was on the list. And I was interested. I was like, how are we going to combine this in weird ways? This sounds really crazy.
No, the only two that we were going to combine was the cookies and sour cream, Uncrustables and chicken, but we didn't get to that.
We'll do that next.
Yep.
Till episode 2.
All right.
Tune in next for
cut it here.
The weird shit.
The weird shit for Good Mythical Morning.
Yes.
Joe.
To the boys.